watch fans. Today we're talking about Hoodwinkee. That's right, Hoodwinkee and the culture, the watch trends going forward. So we got another, low effort video coming in from the Hoodwinkee, and let's see. This is the watches the Hodinkee family. The Hodinkee family wore most in 2025. The Hodinkee family, the grifter family. It's like the Manson family. It's like buchaichs. We got no more nuts. All right. We got a new member of the channel. All right, let's check this out because I'm interested to see where this is going.
Wait, what do you want me to say again?
Oh, okay. Oh, geez, they're gonna start with this like cutesy type of thing. The whole Dinky thing is something about it is very like, I don't know. There's like a weird like poseur vibe. I'd like to know kind of what is. This is actually interesting because this is the whole grifterverse. This is like the whole grifterverse that's associated with the whole, the retail machine. The retail machine. We're trying to pick your pocket. So let's see what they're going to be pushing in 2026. So who's this grifter?
The watch you wore most 2025 is.
I want to see how many layers Ben Clymer is going to be wearing. This guy, I don't know. Does he have some sort of like medical condition? Why is he always wearing like 5 layers, like a sweater with a t-shirt, a shirt, 3? I mean, like he must have some sort of weird medical condition because I don't know how this guy could be wearing so many layers. Especially like some of these things he does in the summer. Like you got the humidity. I don't know what's going on. But anyway, let's see what's going on. By the way, let's take a guess. How many Dirty Sanchez mustaches will you be spotting in this video? How many Dirty Sanchez mustaches do you think we'll see? How many? Let's find out. Let's see if we can get the Dirty Sanchez. I'm betting 5 Dirty Sanchez mustaches. Hang on a second. Hang on. It's 5:30 on the West Coast here. So let's see if we can get the Duke in here. Let's get the Duke in here. I think Ben Dover. I think he had I think he may have had. I think that's the problem. I think he had. Here's what I think happened. I'm willing to bet that Ben Clymer hired like a stylist, like one of these like sassy homosexual type of guys, but not a guy with like really good. Is a kind of a guy with like very mainstream like a retail taste. So this guy is always getting dressed up in like 5 layers and the whole thing with the layers and the sweaters and this and that. And notice he always does the pants rolled up, which isn't for sure. I'm willing to bet 100% that this guy got some like stylist or some like sassy stylist because you see pictures of the guy like. I don't know, maybe 8 years ago, whatever it is. He's dressed like a schlub. You know what a schlub is? You Google it. This guy's dressed like a schlub. Anyway, so let's see what is going on here. But I don't want to be nasty because it's almost New Year's Eve here. We don't want to be nasty. We want to be a gentleman's. All right.
Arnold, second day in a row.
Oh, look at this. So this is hang on, we got what do we got? My thing is not working. Okay, can you hear me?
Yeah, I can hear you. Can you hear me?
Okay, this is a rare occasion. We're gonna have the Duke in tennis attire, very very old money vibes
with my many fine tomes of books behind me.
You got the books, and those books are actually read. These are not like these books you buy by the foot, those like with a nice binding. These are like actual real books you've read.
They're real books. I even have, Colonel, I have one of your books in here.
Oh, that's right. You got a bestseller. It's actually a #1 Amazon bestseller.
That's right.
A lot of the punters, they don't know that the Colonel is actually not only a decorated war veteran, but also a best-selling author on Amazon.
Yeah. That's you've got many accomplishments to your name. I wonder, you should put your one of your actually the one that your mission turnograph. You should put that up for auction. You'll get more than Francis Ford Coppola's did for his FP Journe.
Exactly. I think that is, that's actually brilliant. I think that watch, because again, that was what do you call it? That was that was worn on many Vietnam missions, and I think that watch. How much do you think that watch could get it? You would say what? Phillips is the place to do it, right? Phillips is the best marketing. They got the market cornered on tomato cans and window lickers.
I think that guy, the Phillips guy, has done what's the joint venture or whatever that guy Phillips backs. That guy seems to bring in the whales.
Yeah, he's a whale hunter.
Yeah.
I think. Listen, here's the thing. It's all marketing. That guy, he's an incredible salesman. What is his name? Aurel Bax or something. Whatever his name is.
Yeah, that's right.
That guy is a. Listen, here's what I would say. This is my personal opinion. This is just opinions are like assholes, and I got one, right? So I would say for Phillips, right? Phillips was always kind of like, they always had like this kind of like, half-assed reputation in the market as an auction house. They were always kind of they're always, you have Sotheby's, you have Christie's. Those are like the real players, right? And they have like 90% of the market. And then you have like the guys who are like trying to bite at their heels. They're always trying, but they can't quite get there. Like you had, what's his name? Bonham's Bonham's has always been like, I don't know. It's always had a, I don't know. They got people coming and going, and it's a mess. And then Phillips has done pretty well. Phillips, their niche is kind of the new money crowd, like the wealthy new money crowd, like with contemporary art. Like they've really kind of, I think they're doing a good job marketing wise. They're kind of like the low brow, like Sotheby's, Christie's. They got like real catalogers. They got like real people there. Phillips is kind of like the the flashy guy. Like
Sotheby's is in trouble though, because they have, who's that guy? He's a multi-billionaire, French multi-billionaire.
Yeah.
Sotheby's, and a lot of their experts have left.
It's a problem. It's interesting actually. I would say that like we don't want to get sidetracked into the rabbit hole of auction. No, but no, I think it was a disaster because like I think here's the thing. Look, in a lot of these departments, like the big departments, the experts or that's a whole culture. We're talking about but that really is like the institutional knowledge that's there for decades, and the relationships. It's not like we're selling used cars here. This is like, these are people who like, they know, it's like, this is really, really very valuable. It's like a business where the value of it is the employees. It's like the assets walk out the door every night. And I think for Sotheby's, even Christie's also, they had big losses of a lot of their like top people, like, a lot of the like art, like Old Master, a lot of those departments, they lost a lot of people. Because they're trying to get, I don't know, I guess they're trying to pivot to more of, consumerist retail market, basically trying to pivot to a tomato can market. But,
they're trying to put this private equity playbook where you're just trying to cut costs as much as you can. And so you're right. What they don't realize is this, they're not eBay. It's not just an auction platform. There's a lot more to it. And so, I've dealt with both Christie's and Sotheby's, and Christie's is great. The Christie's Hong Kong folks, I've been actually, and you turned me on to these guys, Loop This. They're really good.
Yeah. I've actually, it's funny, Loop This, we did a couple of their reviews of their auctions or whatever, blah, blah, blah. And I reached out to that guy, I think the guy was the main, both of the guys who are like, I think they're partners, right? You got what's his name? You got the guy in LA.
The Keystone guy.
Keystone, and then you got like the Chinese guy in the Bay Area, right? Like,
Who?
Koo, yeah. who's like a real like Rolex, deep expert of Rolex vintage, tomato can watches. And I reached out to both of them because, hey, why don't you do it? We'll do it. We've been promoting stuff. Let's talk about your thing. Yeah, just do it. This is about a year ago. Never heard from these. Never heard from these tomato cans. These hoodwinkers. Yeah, but I like their platform. It looks very clean. It's a very it looks pretty legit.
By the way, I sent you this earlier. I think yesterday or today, Colonel. They had on Loop This. They had a turnograph auction, and it auctioned out. It sold for almost $11,000.
You kidding?
No, that was the auction price. So that doesn't include the buyer's premium, right? So, I think the trick there was one that was a dual stamped dial. It was a Tiffany dial.
Oh, really? What kind of what was it? Was it gold or two-tone? What was it?
Two-tone.
Really?
Yeah.
Wow. I didn't. The one that you sent me, what, an email or what did you send me?
I think.
I'm not that good with looking at my texts a lot.
I'll put it in the chat.
Yeah, I want to see that because that's actually pretty cool. We're more of a Asprey people. As aristocrats, we're more of the Asprey crowd. But sometimes, when consorting with the peasants, you got to wear the Tiffany. Hang on a second. Let's pull this up. Loop this. I'm trying to click a link. Here we go. Loop this. Okay, I think it's going to come up. Is it up on the screen?
I don't see it yet.
Oh, I see what happened. Hang on a second. Oh, wait. Oh, I see. Hang on. Oh, there we go. Wait. Shit. Oh, there it is. It's the other window. Okay, so this. Yeah, so this is the watch. Hang on a second. Shit, how do I advance this?
It does it automatically, but I think you need to go down.
And I think my Mac. Okay, here we go. What do you think of this watch? How much would you pay for this? If you didn't what would you pay? What would you have paid for this?
I don't really like this watch with the bracelet. The bracelet is pretty busted up. But I think for a two-tone, so it's got gold. It seems like the bezel is in really good.
Ooh, look at that! It's busted up. This thing is like more stretched out than Archie's anus after a weekend in Bangkok. I mean, look at this.
Yeah.
I mean,
yeah. So the bracelet is just terrible.
Yeah.
So, but I think the rest of the watch is in good condition. So I think 10 grand is what it sold for is a pretty fair price, I would say. Because the all gold ones are going for, at least on Chrono 24, they're like 25. They're nearing like 30 now.
No, come on.
Yeah. I was just looking at one.
Wait, hold on. But that's with a bracelet.
With the full gold bracelet.
Oh, okay.
I'm not talking about just the full gold, just the head unit. Yeah, those are less. Yeah.
I actually don't like. I really don't like those old gold bracelets. They're really.
I don't care for them either. Yeah. I don't care for them either.
I'm curious. How much is like a head only of old gold?
I think those are now close to 10 grand or 10 grand actually.
Oh, okay. They haven't moved. They really haven't moved.
Yeah. So there is an auction house / dealer in Mexico City. I think that's the cheapest price I've seen.
Who is it? What is it called? Is it Sabat? What's his name? His name?
It's not. I had not heard of that. I had not heard of this company prior. Let me find it.
I actually like this watch. I think it looks good. I mean, I agree
with you. Yeah. And the way that the Tiffany & Co. is done is nice. It almost looks Asper-like. Yeah.
Exactly. The placement of it there, it looks really, really good.
Yeah.
It really adds to the dial. It's like it really adds to the whole dial. It's like a nice big size. Look at how big it is. It's bigger than Rolex.
So the one in Mexico, Colonel, is a place called Relojes Vintage Mexico.
Oh, okay.
So
Okay.
I'll put it on the
That's
screen.
that's kind of interesting. I'm assuming that that's kind of like they sell, vintage watches from Mexico. I mean,
Yeah.
basically. I mean, basically, it's
They're raiding the cartel after the cartel members get drone strike by the U.S. government. They resell their stash.
and that's I think it's probably a good market. Like, there's a lot of good stuff in Latin America.
There is actually. I've been going through those because remember that project I told you about. So I thought Hong Kong, everybody says Hong Kong, these kind of places are the place to go. But I was seeing some good stuff in Latin America. Some of these auction houses and vintage dealers in Mexico and elsewhere.
Yeah, there's actually a lot of good stuff. Believe it or not, I've actually never been to Latin America. Like, I've never been to Mexico. Like, I'm a little bit paranoid about getting kidnapped.
Mm-hmm.
No, seriously, because it's not like I'm like what, but it's not like a zero risk. It's like it's like a 10%. There is a risk basically.
The risk is a lot lower. I remember the first time I went to Latin America, I went to Colombia. Well, that's not the first time I went to Colombia. I actually had to go with a security detail, and I wasn't that senior then, so I was, not a C-level executive at that point. I think I was a VP, but so we needed to. The company required it because we had like whatever insurance, so there were certain parts of. So you're right. At that time, there was a lot of kidnapping going on.
No, I think. Listen, I don't think it's that bad, but it's kind of like there's enough. I don't know. I've actually, I've been invited. Like, I've been invited to go to Mexico. Like, I remember, like, some. Yeah, I don't know. There's actually a lot of cool stuff. I would like to go. And check it out. I would like to go at some point. Hopefully not get kidnapped. But there's a lot of good stuff, like in Argentina. All these countries, because at some point there was a lot of money there in these areas. These were like the wealthiest countries on the planet up in the mid-century, like in the 1950s.
Yeah, that's right. One thing I read was that if you do that and you want to go there, you can get really good deals, but you need to pay in cash with the with the US dollars.
Yeah. I think what is that? No, I know. There's definitely a bunch of guys. There's a bunch of guys like vintage guys who do vintage watches that go. They go there. They fly there all the time. They're basically buying stuff there all the time.
Mm-hmm.
So it's a thing. But let's see what the Hoodwinkee. Let's get into this. Hang on a second. Hang on. Let me put this up on the screen. We don't want to get sidetracked. We don't want to get sidetracked here. Let's see. I'll let you lead with the commentary here. I got it on high. Okay. By the way, look at this. They got the first slide. It's got the Hoodwinkee Tudor watch. Yeah, obviously they're trying to.
Yeah, I don't like any of these.
They're doing like the pocket look. The thing.
By the way, that longa that they have, that's my least favorite longa. This one that.
Oh, yeah.
It'll
come up.
Yeah.
It'll come up. Okay, let's see what this buchaichs has. I mean, I have nothing against this watch. Very clean, basic watch. I mean, I don't know. It's kind of boring.
The only thing is the strap seems really stretched out.
Oh yeah, no, these guys. So these are like Bangkok weekend, ladyboy weekend straps. These boys. Hi. Yeah, the humor here. Okay. Ooh, okay, there we go. Now we're talking. Okay.
And now we have a nice neo-vintage Calatrava. I wonder if that's stainless steel.
Is that stainless steel?
I wonder. I mean, they make them in white gold, obviously, but for some reason it feels like stainless steel. I can't hear the video.
Let's back this guy up. I think there's a texture on the dial. Let's take a look at this. Who's this guy? Hang on a second. Senior VP. What does that mean? He means he's like. What does that mean? Hang on. Let's see what he's got to say.
The audio from the video isn't coming through, at least on my end.
I couldn't hear. Okay, whatever. Not bad. Oh, he's got like a strap. He's got like one of these. It's okay. Interesting. Okay, it's I have nothing bad to say so far. This guy is the mega grifter. I think he's actually done. This is the guy from Analog Shift.
Yeah.
I think they've done actually their retail thing that they do. I think it's very good. You've been in there. You've been in there like little
I have. Yeah, in the watches, because they're owned by Watches Switzerland. So yeah. I've been in the one in Vegas. Nice place.
And what that's the only one I've been in. But what I like there is that they have like a scent in there, like an aromatherapy. As soon as you walk in that little room, it smells like really good. Like it feels different. Like you get transported to like a different place. Mm-hmm. Which is, I think it's smart. It's like a nice, quiet vibe. The green, the Rolex green, the whole like let's see what this.
It's not the scent of Suckerhorn's apartment.
By the way, how many Dirty Sanchez mustaches will we see in this video? I'm betting 5. How many do you have?
Ooh, good question. I'm gonna go for more than 7.
7. Okay, let's see. So we got 1 so far. Let's see. We got 1 so far. Let's see what this guy had. Oh shit! We got ads. Duke, thoughts?
Yep. I hate that watch.
Really?
Yeah, I don't like it.
Why?
The gold seems off to me. Maybe the picture is really bad or something. But one thing I'm not a fan of. I don't like the Omega Speedmasters. They don't suit me. I've tried them. I've tried to like them. I don't care for them. And in all gold, it just. I don't know.
No, it's too much. It amplifies the Chomo vibes. What don't you like? I don't think I've ever had one on my wrist. I've never really been like, like what is it? What was wrong with it? Like, is it?
I've tried one when I've gone through my watch journey. There's just the dial. At least the ones that I've tried, the dials were kind of dead.
Okay.
So they just don't have much character. There's nothing about it that pops.
Okay.
On at least, so this looks like a vintage. The good thing about this is that the bezel on this one is all gold or all metal. Like the ones that they have the ones that I tried on had their own. I don't know what Omega calls it. It's not Cerachrome because that's the Rolex one, but it was ceramic. It was also, and it was too big. It was weird. It was too big. The other thing is because they've done that collaboration with Swatch now. So I feel like that's kind of cheapened. So
yeah, I mean,
a $200 or $150 Speedmaster.
There's a lot of cheapness, but I think it's kind of like a cool watch. I would wear it like on a strap, like a leather strap. I mean, the gold is just.
Oh yeah, if you did that, I agree with you. I think with this band, with the full bracelet, it does not speak to me at all. Especially the black face or whatever it is.
Yeah.
Oh, it's actually dark gray. That's better in this light. On his hand, it was looking terrible to me.
Yeah, I think I think on a strap it's okay. I mean, like their bracelets. I mean, listen, their bracelet. Very few people do good bracelets because that's a whole different. That's a whole different art. Bracelets really are like a whole different art, and these guys just don't do it. But it's kind of. I think on a strap, it's kind of a cool watch. I wouldn't. I don't think I would ever buy one, but I think it's it's a respectable watch. Okay,
these, by the way, Colonel, these are really expensive, right? The new ones, they're same as Rolex prices. So
That's stupid. That is the dumbest thing. I actually would never pay. I mean, like, I think, you know what, like, I've seen a couple of interesting Omegas that kind of like, okay, they got the chronograph, and then they have also a moon phase and I think a day and a day, like a triple calendar or whatever. Okay, it's interesting, you know. I kind of like the hands. But I've never been really like super, you know what I mean? Like it's.
So Colonel, I'm looking at Chrono 24 right now. So this vintage Speedmaster, and this is one in the US. This is currently selling for, and this is with the gold bracelet, so it's full gold, 42,500.
Oh, ridiculous! Yeah, it's bullshit.
Totally.
It's bullshit. Yeah,
yeah. I mean, at that price range, you can get an AP.
That's the problem. Yeah, I think that's the problem. I mean, basically, the problem is Omega. You know, they don't have the brand. What is it? They don't have brand power. They really don't.
Yeah, they don't have the cachet to pull that off.
Yeah, it's okay. Yeah, it's whatever. Okay, let's see. You know what it is? I have a feeling that this guy, he's probably sitting on a bunch of Omega inventory. He's using this basically to, you know, pump up the market. It's like a pump and dump.
Yeah.
He's spruiking, like he doesn't wear that much. He's like a spruiking his, you know.
Yeah, you just look at and there's one that's even more expensive, and that's in Italy, which is a nicer one, but that's like 50 grand. I mean, yeah. I don't know anybody that would pay that.
I think the big problem with Omega is the prices. You know, for a little more, you can get a Rolex. You know, with Omega, listen, I call it, you know, you've heard my videos where I call it the, you know, it's kind of the hooker test, right? Or the stripper test. Like, yeah. You know, you don't want to be in a strip club somewhere, like, and she goes, what is that? Like, you know, a Rolex, every gutter snipe has heard of Rolex. You know, Omega, like, what, you got to explain it? Like, it has to be something that you don't need to explain. You know, it's like the thing you said about, what is it on the plane? Was it the plane? You said you're sitting next to a guy, you know, it's like, yeah, same idea. You know, I'm using like at the lowest common denominator. It's just too, like, it's not worth the money. That's the fucking problem with this Omega.
I agree. I think this is the problem. It's almost like it's like the rich get richer. It feels like that in the watch market. So you have Patek, you have AP.
It's the arms race. It's the arms race.
Yeah. And it's gotta suck to be Omega. I mean, Cartier seems to hold its own, I think, primarily because they have that brand cachet, and I think women buy Cartier in droves. Yeah. But I mean, I see even JLC struggling, and I think JLC makes beautiful watches, but their pricing is insane now.
No, the pricing, they're a little bit crazy, but I think with Omega, it's just like they actually were, I think, they were a serious brand, I guess, in the 50s, but then, like, Rolex really just overtook them. I bet that I bet those guys talked about on the the Acquired podcast. Or did they ever mention that? Like, did they say that? Did they say something like that? They
said Omega was the king of the hill.
They were like, that was the, And how did Rolex do it? They just grinded and it's amazing.
Well, the acquired folks said that the thing that Rolex has going for it is that they're owned by a foundation. It's a nonprofit foundation. They think long, which, by the way, I don't buy. I think what I do think is accurate is that they think for the long term. Now, is that because they're part of a nonprofit or whatever? But I think they have a very strong corporate culture. I mean, you never see their people they don't seem to have much turnover.
No, hold on a second. Now, Duke, we've recently brought in a new sponsor, which is the Qatar Sovereign Wealth Fund. So we've been reporting that Rolex is actually controlled by the Mossad. Yes. What do you think of that? Do you think there's a less than zero probability? Because we don't know who owns it. It's like very mysterious, right?
Okay. So what I have heard from people in
space lasers
in Switzerland and I can't say what you're saying is not true, but what I've heard is that they were actually that foundation is the biggest contributor to the Catholic Church.
Really? No. This is okay. You're not making a joke now. This is like a serious.
No. This is serious. This is serious. Really? They're one of the biggest contributors to the Catholic Church.
Interesting. Well, you know, the Vatican, I don't know. I mean, the Pope or the Cardinals, you know, they're wearing yarmulkes, you know, so maybe it's a whole, I don't know. I don't know. I mean, I don't know if, you know, I don't know. That's a whole nother thing we have to report on.
International Immobiliare, yeah.
No. Hold on a second. Here's the thing. They're a foundation, right? Allegedly, from what I understand, all the money goes to support like orphans of Swiss watchmaking orphans.
They're one of the biggest. They're one of the biggest foundations. One of the biggest charitable foundations of the world. They give, I think, just in Geneva alone, they donate. They give away like $300 some million. Because one of the things of the foundation is to give, you know, is to help the people of Geneva, which they do. But I mean, they're pulling in tremendous amounts of money. The acquired folks said they're probably sitting on like 70-80 billion dollars of cash, right? They generate a tremendous amount of free cash flow. And so what do they do with that money?
Space lasers.
Space lasers. That's true.
Weather control.
That's right.
No, I'm actually shocked that they give that much money. I mean, that's serious money. They're actually giving money away, basically. So the charity is half legit.
Yeah, that's interesting. Seems like it.
Okay, that's interesting. Okay, very interesting. Okay, hang on a second. Let's see. So let's see what this tomato can has to say. Hang on a second. Let's get this. Oh, let's see. Oh, whoa. Hang on a second. By the way, I'm actually very surprised. Like this guy, I think this is the same guy. There's like three black guys in New York who do like this show. Have you ever seen this show?
I have, yeah.
Okay. And you know, here's the thing. I mean, not to be like a racist or anything, but I don't expect brothers to be wearing like vintage. It's just not like I don't get it. Like it's completely.
No, I think it's happening though. It's becoming embedded in the culture.
The culture.
Yeah. Because Jay-Z actually has a legitimately amazing collection. He's got some serious vintage.
But he's got like heavy hitter. He's got like heavy hitter. Actually, he's got like his watches are more like heavy hitter. What is it, like Rolex? These guys are like this guy like his like little group there. They're going like deep in like a rabbit hole, like really like stuff I would never expect. Like it's like what was it? One of them had like what the hell was it? It was I forgot what it was, but good stuff. I mean, it's like again with this you see a guy wearing this outfit. You see a guy wearing this outfit, you'd expect like day date, like day date, whatever, something expect.
But doesn't Nicholas Folks dress like this too?
Well, Nicholas Folks does like the British version of this.
The British version of this, yeah.
Eccentric Savile, like really like eccentric Savile Row. He's like, I
went down this YouTube rabbit hole a couple of years ago, and in Africa, there's this whole tradition of the dandy.
Oh, I read that. Yeah, I remember I read an article about that. It was fascinating. The guys in what do you call it? In Senegal. Was it Senegal?
That's right. Senegal and elsewhere. Yeah.
Yeah, I remember I read this article like this is like a long time. This has got to be in 30 years ago or something like that. It was a long time ago. It was something that these guys, it's like they're very serious. This is like before the internet. So like this is when in the 90s, like today, everybody everywhere, can make money. They go on Fiverr or whatever they do. They go on OnlyFans, they make some money. This is back in the 90s. You had to actually, like, it wasn't easy to make money, right? Like, but anyway, so these guys are middle of Africa in the 90s, and they're like, I remember I read this article, where was it? But these guys are like, I think they would go to Paris for the closeouts, because, the weather there is always warm, right? Like, it's year round warm. So they would go there, I guess, at the end of the season, and they would like buy like super, the wholesale, the very high end, like fashion.
Yeah, so I'm Googling it. It's Congo, actually. So
it's Congo.
Congolese, yeah.
Really? Not Senegal?
Maybe they're in other. It's not just. I'm sure they're not the only ones doing it, but
okay.
but the documentary that I saw was Congolese. So,
Okay, okay.
but you're
I
right.
know.
These guys would spend and they're not, they're not well to do, but they would drop serious money on expensive clothes.
And these guys, I remember the article. They look great. They look amazing because they have these crazy colors, but they could pull it off. Like I don't know, like a lime green or whatever. It looked amazing, right? This must have been in the mid '90s. I read this, and it was so. This is before the internet. Like you have to really work hard to do that. It wasn't easy. So it's very interesting. Hang on. So let's see. Hang on a second. Let me. Oh shit! My Mac is frozen again. What happened to my Mac? Have you been to the Congo?
Yeah, me and what was that famous book that they made Apocalypse Now over? Yeah, that's actually Colonel. My
The Heart of Darkness. The Heart of Darkness.
Heart of Darkness. Yeah. So a little known fact. I mean, my exploits in the Congo were that was the inspiration for Francis Ford Coppola's screenplay of Apocalypse Now.
Yeah. No. But did you actually go to the Congo?
No, I've never been. No, I've never been to the Congo.
No, but you've been a lot of like exotic places.
I've been to a lot of places. I've traveled around Africa too. I've done business, but not in Congo.
Buchaichstan, Chomostan.
I've been to in Africa. I've been to Egypt. I've been to Morocco. I have been to Nigeria. I've been to Kenya. I've been to South Africa. I've been to South Africa.
These are like mainstream. These are like mainstream places. Like the African market. That's going to be the next big. That's like the last untapped market. Like everybody's trying to get. Well, the Chinese are already there. I actually had a client at a company that was actually in the telecom space, right?
Yep.
And I think this guy was trying to put up, I think, towers or something like in like very rural areas, like in middle of literally like Buchaichstan, like there's nothing there, right?
Yeah.
And he explained like you got to get the thing, you got to float it down you got to get this tower, you got to get on the rail, then it's got to float down a river, and it's not always available. It's like a whole thing to get it there. But when it gets there, Africa, the mobile phones has really been a game changer. That's really like transformed the whole transformed the whole economy because now you've got.
Yeah, I was in that industry for a good part of my career. Yeah, you're right. And that's why I was there. Look, they have there's a company called MIH Naspers, and so they're publicly traded. They're based in South Africa. Really incredible company. So they're
that's the guys who owned. Who did they own? They owned some. Was it not eBay? They owned some big. Who did they own? They owned something.
They own like 40% of Tencent.
Oh yeah. Some crazy thing. Yeah.
So they were a very early investor in Tencent, and now that equity stake is worth more than
the whole thing.
And so they're a really interesting company because they started out producing Afrikaans religious, like Bibles and stuff like that.
Yeah,
but they became a huge media conglomerate. And so they're basically, kind of as big or as influential in that part of the world as Rupert Murdoch as News Corp. And so they have essentially a monopoly on pay television, so satellite TV, and then also free-to-air television, magazines, newspapers, all this. Now, a lot of those, I think you've talked about this in one of your much earlier streams, but there are a lot of these companies have shady past. So this company was heavily involved in apartheid, but they were also apparently, this is the rumor, they were a big arms dealer because the apartheid regime needed. What did they do to make money? They sold arms. So South Africa is a big arms dealer. Right.
Oh, it's interesting. By the way, I read an article in the Wall Street Journal about a guy in Kenya. I think it was in Kenya. Was it a guy from India? This guy Patel, like a Patel guy. Did you see this? I don't know. Have you seen this article?
I don't think so.
No, it's a crazy article. It's I don't know. They had like I think I posted on the site, but basically this guy, it's one of these Indian families that came.
Oh yeah. You're saying the real Patel Philippe? Yes.
Yeah, they came in the 19th century or something, right? Where is he living? I think he's in Kenya or something, right? Kenya or
that was Nigeria.
Oh, he's not in Nigeria, is he? No, I don't think so. I think it's in Uganda, actually. I think Uganda or Kenya, one of those.
Oh yeah, you might be right. It might be Uganda then.
And his grandfather had he was an authorized dealer for Rolex in that place, right? Like
interesting.
And he's like a watchmaker, the whole thing. It's really interesting. It's like there's like a window of it's fascinating article. But okay, let's get back to our friends at Hodinkee, friends at Hoodwinkee. Let's run through this quick. Hang on, let's pull up. Okay, hang on a second. Steel. I can't. I don't know. It's got to be gold. I think brothers should be only wearing gold. From the motherland, not the steel. I mean, it just doesn't. I don't think it looks good. It looks like it just doesn't look good, in my opinion.
I totally agree.
You got to have like yellow. This guy should be wearing yellow gold. What bothers me? The thing with these reversals, unless there's another movement on the back or a dial, I'm just not interested. I got to see another dial. I think that's the whole thing. Otherwise, it's like, I don't know. It's whatever.
I've tried I want to like the reversals. They just don't suit they don't suit my wrist. I haven't found one that does.
Have you seen the big one, which I think it's called the Tradition or something? It's like a big. It would fit you. I mean, it's like tall, but it's a triple date, beautiful dial. It's got like what is it? Day, date, moon, phase, and on the back there's a second date. The problem with the watch, I can't wear it because it's like a half an inch tall, basically.
I see.
It's just like it flips over and takes up my whole wrist.
I'll check it out. So it is the
reverse
tribute.
Yeah, this is the main buchaichs that they have. This guy does all their like whatever. Oh, come on. This is disappointing. I mean, this is actually disappointing. Like, if they got people here with interesting watches, now like you got a guy with a modern one. I don't know. I'm annoyed. All right, let's look. What the hell is that? What the fuck is that? What is that called? Oh, this is one of their grift watches. I think this is like the stuff that they sell probably. This is part of their.
Which watch is that?
I don't know, some Chomo watch. I don't even want to. I don't. Okay, next. Okay. Oh, Dirty Sanchez number 2. Our second Dirty Sanchez. Oh, fuck this. By the way, this guy's part of the axis of Dirty Sanchez mustaches. This guy's part of the whole that whole Dirty Sanchez group of the guys with the tattoos and that hang out the Pizzagate guys, the pizza whole thing. It's okay. I don't know.
What is up with that hat? Jesus.
It's a whole thing. It's hipsters. It's it's the culture. It's the culture. Yeah, they get these guys. I think they got all dressed up for this. They got the flannels. They got the whole hipster, like Williamsburg hipster vibe. Lower East Side hipster vibe. Oh, okay. Actually, this really. I don't. What is this? Now this bothers me. I don't like when people wear like winter hats indoors. It's just You know,
Yeah.
what the fuck is this? Like, I bet these guys have the heat on so high in that office. You know, they just seems to be like, and they all wear like thick, heavy, like layer, like what? Or maybe not. Maybe they don't have heat. Maybe they're not paying for heat. Something is bizarre. Oy,
I
this
don't
guy.
mind those. I don't mind those vintage Seikos. I don't really care for this one, but you had a really good one with Bruce Lee, I think a year ago, where he went through.
Yeah. You know what? I didn't really care for it. Like it was a whole, it was a story watch. You know, he's got to explain what it is. It's a whole, you know, I mean, it's a decent looking watch, but like for that price, you know, you can get a Patek. I mean,
Yeah.
I mean, I think that watch is what, like 40 grand or something. You know, it wasn't a cheap watch. It was like 30, 40, 20.
Yeah, you're right. I think it was. I think it is. Yeah.
Yeah, I mean, it's. Huh? What is it? This is what? Is this a vintage watch?
It looks like one, Bulgari.
Oh, look at that.
The problem is the dude himself, because he's got that perm. I don't understand that at all.
Yeah, it's the culture. You know, this is a whole thing. Listen, listen. Realistically, you and I are a different demographic. We're like a different age group already. We're like a different generation. Not really. I mean, it's you know, there's a whole different thing. I mean, you know, I kind of get it. You know, because I mean, I was doing stupid things with my hair when I was 20. You know, like I was doing the whole like gelled back. You know, long. You know, the whole Gordon Gekko look.
Oh yeah,
the gelled back. You know.
like I'm doing today, sort of.
Hang on, let me see. Let me go back to your thing. Hang on. Wait, let me see what you got here. Well, I had more hair than you when I was between 16. I started this at 6. No, I had it like back. I had it. You know, remember in the 80s, people wore their hair like longer in the back. They did the thing in the back, like they wore it slicked back. So it was like slicked back to like probably what happened? What happened? We lost the Duke. We lost the. We lost.
No, sorry. My family was coming in my office, in my safe space.
Ah, the safe space. No, I had it long in the back. I had it like you know what I'm saying, like long. I don't know, a couple of inches back. It was, yeah, it was a whole thing. You know, we all go through that thing. You know, let's see what this guy has here. Kind of cool. I mean, like, I wouldn't buy it, but it's kind of cool watch.
Yeah, I like this. I mean, if you were going to go something with like a funkier shape, I like the Piaget dual times.
Yeah. Oh, they have funky dual times. Yeah, I know. Yeah, the weird like shapes.
Yeah.
Yeah, this is. I think what this thing is like. Maybe this strap. I don't think it works. I think this is like too heavy for the watch. It needs like a thin strap. But okay, I'm being whatever. But it's kind of a interesting.
It's an interesting watch, and I think there's even some vintage Pateks which are funky shapes like this too, which I would like better. But this one is decent. I agree with you. I don't think the strap works, but this is interesting.
Did he say this was by Gerald Genta?
I don't know because the audio,
Oh, yeah, I got it on speed. I don't really care for what. Who cares? It's like whatever.
Yeah, because let's face it, Gerald Genta is making like Mickey Mouse watches too. Oh, yeah, it is Gerald Genta. Wow.
Pretty cool. You know, listen, I think this Gerald Genta, frankly, is kind of overrated, but whatever. This is actually a decent watch. Really nice, clean watch.
Mm-hmm.
Really nice. I think the dial is kind of boring. The dial is a little bit boring. I mean, the idea of the watch is good though.
Yeah. Oh, we've got another Dirty Sanchez.
No, see, this guy's got a goatee. It doesn't count. No, it doesn't count. He's got a goatee.
Oh, I can't see it.
Yeah, he's got a goatee on his chin thing going on. No, that Bulgar is kind of a cool watch. So
that's like super popular with my
Ichiban Skibides.
My kids, these vintage Casios are really big.
You know, I remember seeing this about 5 years ago. It was like when did it? No, it was. I'll tell you when it started. It started. I saw this 6 years ago. 6 years ago. The first time I ever saw this, the first time I ever saw this was the first time I ever saw this, which I was like, was this guy, I was getting it. What the hell? It was shit. Hang on. It was what the hell is his name? Oh yeah. I was getting a suit made by this guy. Was it Edward? What the hell's his name? Edward. It'll come. Anyway, so the guy. So basically, Edward. Fuck. Hang on. I'll go. Am I like? Do you lose memory when you get older? Because I'm getting a hard time remembering names. I don't know if I'm getting old or something. Like,
I've noticed. My name. My memory is still good, but with names, it has gotten weaker. Like, yeah.
It's the names. No, I remember, but like the names, like all of a sudden, like the names, it's like, hang on a second. Edward Sexton. Edward Sexton. So Edward Sexton. So I got the suit made by Edward Sexton, right? And he died a year ago. This guy, a great tailor. Anyway. So his guy, he was like the main guy. And I'm gonna pull up. I'm gonna pay some respect to Edward Sexton, who was really a guy with great. I mean, this guy had.
That's the guy on Savile Row. He had a Savile Row.
This guy had great style. This guy, hang on, let me pull up Edward Sexton. Is it coming up on the screen? Edward Sexton. There we go. Edward Sexton. This guy, look at the way this guy's dressed. I mean, this fucking guy has great style. I mean, look at this guy. And by the way, he was tiny. He was like, I don't know, like shorter than me. He might be like, I don't know, he might be like 5'5" or something. He made suits for like Mick Jagger, all these guys, but he was like a Savile Row guy. But he did all that thing in the 70s or whatever. Anyway, but his guy basically, so like, you get the main thing there. And then, you get like a second fitting in LA. So his guy, I think, who probably took over the brand. I think he was like, I don't know, sales. I don't know what the description of these people are. But this is like about 6 years ago. So he comes to LA and I think he had a room. They rented a room at the Chateau Marmont, which, do you ever stay at the Chateau Marmont?
I have not, but I've been there. I've not stayed. Yeah.
I stayed there like for like, I don't know, like 20 years ago or something, like 20 years ago. Like when it was kind of, I don't know, it wasn't like super, it was kind of, that place has gone through different phases. Like it was super hot and not, at that time it was kind of like just, whatever, under the radar somewhat. Mm-hmm. And wow, that was an amazing place. I loved the whole architecture. It was great. It was like, I mean, I thought it was amazing. I mean, the room and the price was reasonable. I think it was a couple $100 for basically like a 1-bedroom, and you're overlooking the Hollywood Hills. It's got this. It was all this like 1920s architecture. The bathrooms. You look. I mean, beautiful place, and beautiful. It had like this vibe. I don't know how to even explain it. It was you're like a different world. Like I've only stayed there once because at the time the price was a couple $100. I think now it's I don't know. I think they have some crazy price. I don't even want to know what it is. But so I go there, like, because it was like maybe the third time I was ever in LA, maybe. And I show up there. I drive, because this is like the first time because I just had learned how to drive. This must have been in like 2000. I was like 27 or something. I just learned how to drive, right? So my dream was I want to drive on the Sunset Boulevard from the ocean all the, that whole drive, which is amazing, right? So it was the first time I did it, right? So it's my first time actually driving in LA. I mean, I probably just got my license like about a month early or whatever it is. I'm like, wow, I'm living the American dream, you know. I'm driving from the ocean. And this is before GPS. Like I couldn't find this place because there's it's like not really on the main thing. It's kind of off. Like I was driving back and forth for like a half an hour trying to find a hotel. Finally, I pull up. I'm like starving. I pull up there and I'm like, I go in the back. They have this little garden restaurant. I go in there, I sit down, and it's probably like in the middle of the afternoon, whatever. So I'll tell you when this was. This was 2002, probably 2002. So I got my life with maybe like a year earlier, whatever, right? Anyway, this is like 2002, and I'm sitting there, and I look, and who's sitting across from me? Mickey Rourke.
Wow, he was a big star then.
No. At that time, he was completely like dead.
Oh yeah.
Yeah, you know what happened? He was big. He was huge in the '80s. He was like super. He was the hottest actor in the '80s. Mickey Rourke was like, he was a good-looking guy. Remember the '80s? He was like in
What was
9.5 Weeks, Angel Heart.
9.5 Weeks, yeah, Angel Heart, yeah.
All these like crazy movies. This guy was like on top of the world. I don't know but this was 2001. He was basically he was completely off the radar. And he's sitting there. I think he rode his like motorcycle. He's sitting there like wearing like a I don't know, whatever. And he's got like a little chihuahua. He's got like a little chihuahua. It's like he's got like this group of people, whatever. He's like a group of people, whatever. And he's like kind of staring at me. And I'm like looking at like, I guess, I don't know, maybe he's like staring at me. I'm looking like, I just kind of give him like a nod, then he looks away. Anyway, but it was that place. And I remember I'm in the hotel. I'm there coming down in the elevator. Who do I run into in the elevator? What's the guy? This guy, another big actor. This guy, what the hell's his name? A big actor from the '80s, like one of these young guys.
Oh, yeah, I was Googling Mickey Rourke, and apparently he's like broke now.
He's broke again?
Yeah, he's facing eviction from his over unpaid rent for his LA home.
Oh man, this guy's had this ups and downs. That's crazy. He was like, he's had major ups and downs, but this guy, like in the '80s, he was like superstar of the world. And I remember the pool was great. The whole hotel was just a great hotel. Anyway, to make a long story, I went on a tangent to weave back. So I go to get the fitting, okay, and this guy in the suite, I was expecting, it's going to be amazing. Man, the suite was like it looked really worn down. The furniture was like, it looked all kind of like, I don't know. And this guy, he was wearing this watch. He was wearing one of these like gold plated, like, whatever this is, this gold plated, I don't know, whatever this is, like a Casio, some sort of Casio.
It's a Casio.
Some sort of Casio thing. And I was like, wow, that's kind of interesting. I was like, what the fuck is that? But he was like this guy's like a hipster guy, like an early, like a very stylish guy. What the hell his name was? What the hell is his name? I think he took over the brand now. But he had, but he was wearing that watch. That was the first
time. He was able to pull it off, huh?
He pulled it off. Yeah, he was like, I mean, he could pull it up. He was like, he's like a 25, 28-year-old guy, whatever, 30-year-old guy, and he could pull it off because, and he, great style. He could pull it off. I couldn't pull that off. At this point, you're like, you gotta be like a hipster type of guy to pull it off. Let me see if I can find this guy. Oh, there he is. This is a guy. This is my tailor. There it is. Dominic Sabag. There it is. There he is. Dominic Sabag. We have a shout out to our good friend Dominic Sabag. Is it showing up on the screen? There it is. With a Casio. The Dominic Sabag with the Casio. That was it. Anyway, look at this. What the hell? Where's the Casio? He's not wearing the Casio here. Okay. Anyway, let's go back to buchaichstan. Hang on a second. Let's get back to our friends at buchaichstan. Where is this? Okay, hang on. Okay, back. Duke, I'm sorry, I go off on tangents.
No, it's good. That's part of what I enjoy about your channel.
Hang on, let's get back to. Hang on, I'm gonna get back to this guy. This guy threw me on a tangent. This Japanese guy here. Shit, where is this? Where's my thing? Okay, here we go. Okay. Well, yeah, we're gonna try to run through this quick. Let's skip through this quick. Yeah. Hang on a second. Okay, hang on a second.
Colonel, would you consider Japanese watch wearers? Because you've said, and I 100% agree with you, that the Italians are the real trendsetters. I've been reading, like, at least there's some Reddit groups that claim the Japanese are as well. I don't.
No, they are for sure. Yeah, for sure they are. Yeah, they're low. They're like low key though. They're very under the radar.
Because I've gotten into just like the stuff that Mark Cho, he has some of these Japanese, these independent guys, and a few there's like one of the, I can't remember the brand name, but it's beautiful stuff.
Yeah, I haven't seen like the Japanese. You talk about the Japanese brands.
Well, so I'm trying to make 2 points. One question was, do you think Japanese are tastemakers on par with the Italians?
No.
And then these Japanese micro brands, these Japanese independent brands.
Yeah, here's the thing: the Japanese are kind of very what is it? They're more about quality and they're low key. They're not flashy.
Right.
So it's kind of like their watches are just very kind of, I don't know, they're just not flashy. They're not flashy enough for me. You know what I mean? Like
they're a little too understated. So
understated
in that market. You have to go with white gold, right?
White gold, yeah. I bought my Ellipse from Japan. It was in white gold. Yeah, the white gold. They love white gold. It's like they want to be very understated, very like whatever. And I can't get in. It's not my aesthetic. It's just not my thing.
Yeah.
Yeah, I can't get into that. But they have some. They got like super serious collectors.
It's like this. I've always been attracted by it.
I think a lot of the Japanese, they buy watches that they probably never wear in public or something, like because they want to be low key. You know what I mean? Like understated.
Style, and the strip was no exception. It reminded me that you can fully enjoy watches even in situations where wearing something expensive isn't an option.
The watch I wore the most is my 1675 GMT.
Oh, look at this. All these guys got the sweaters and everything, a lot of the layers, of a whole fashion thing going on here. Oh, this looks like a good sweater. Duke, what is this? This Loro Piana? This looks like good wool here.
Which sweater?
Hang on a second. Oh, it's not. Oh, it's not coming up. Yeah, here we go.
So
this guy, what is that? Does that looks like Loro Piana? No,
it could be. It could be.
It's got a good cat. This is actually a cool watch.
Mm-hmm.
He's got it on the strap. See, you could get this on the gold, in full gold on a strap. I mean, look at this.
It's perfect for Uzbekistan.
The watch that I wore the most in 2025 is my trusty Rolex Submariner. This is the first watch that I ever bought when I actually started to make some money. I bought it in 1995 when I was living in Europe, and I did something unusual, which I don't think a lot of people do. I had my last name engraved on the back because I really did buy into the notion that this was a timepiece and a tool that I would someday hand off to the next generation. And this watch has been with me through so much of my life.
At least you got it engraved.
The watch I wore most in 2025 just so happens to be the same watch I wore most in 2024 and 2023, and that is my Cartier Panther. So in last year's video, I mentioned that this watch was set to see,
of which I'm one of them, and I absolutely love it. It's titanium, it has channel lugs, kind of like an FXD, so you're really only using pull-through straps. 12-hour bezel.
Yeah, guess who's coming up? Guess who's coming up? The Duke of Chomostan is next.
High accuracy quartz movement, so I can set all my watches against this watch, which is a nice feature. I've worn it a ton. I've taken it all over the world. I've had it underwater. It's an absolute blast, and I have to imagine I'll wear it a ton next year, but you'll have to tune in to find out.
The watch I wore most in 2025 is a Rolex Daytona.
This guy, look at this guy. He's got the sweater like all the way up. I mean, like,
What
do you
think? This is the year that I got back into vintage.
You think they have no heating in that office?
Yeah, I think it's hard out there. It's hard out there. Writing about watches. I think
You think the heat got shut off by the landlord?
I think so.
That's what actually that's what happens when you don't pay rent in New York. They shut off the heat. Oh my God, that's funny. Hang on. But you know what? Hang on. I got a funny story for you. I actually I bought a house not too long ago, and I never had a house. I always owned like condos, whatever, where like you get all the stuff, like, you know, more or less. I've never paid a water bill in my life. I never, you know, whatever. So I'm in this place, right? And all of a sudden, and somebody told me, yeah, they got water, you know, there's a water bill that comes in Las Vegas, you got whatever, and you don't want to water your plants too much, your trees, whatever. And whatever. Okay, so I figure, okay, they're gonna send me a bill, right? Whatever, okay. All of a sudden, then I turn on the faucet. There's no water coming out. they shut off my water. They shut off my water.
Wow. How long did you not pay the bill?
Well, I didn't know that. I didn't know. Well, okay, so I figure let me Google. I mean, I've never seen a water bill in my life, so I Google, like, is there a water shut off in the area or whatever, blah blah blah. And okay, I figure, okay, let me call this. I guess there's like a water company. There's the water utility in Las Vegas. I call up. I say, hey, my water's not. It's an emergency. They say, oh, you know, you didn't pay your bill. I said, nobody told me. Apparently, the bill wasn't paid for like 3 months. Because, you know, from the time I bought the place, and the bill was like $80 or $100. They shut me off for $100. So do you know how it works? Do you ever have your water shut off? No, I don't think yet.
No.
I don't. But do you know where the water is? There's like a shut-off valve. Do you have a shut-off valve on the street, on your street?
There is a shut-off valve in the street. There's a shut-off valve outside of the house, and then there's a shut-off valve on the street as well.
Okay, yeah. So apparently, what they said. Oh, I said, okay. I said, okay. Let me give the car. Let me just. I need the water. You can't live without water. You know, that's like, you know, water is. I said, here's $100. You're gonna shut me off for $100? Okay. So anyways, I'll give the car. I said, okay. Well, it's gonna take a day, because it's gonna take us till the end of the day, because we got to send somebody out there to go. Apparently, under the street, there's a thing. They put a padlock under like a valve, so that you can't open it, right? So they have to send the guy to, you know, unlock the padlock, you know, whatever it is, you know. So anyway, I paid the bill, and, you know, I was back the next day. The water was on. It was good. So anyway, bottom line is, there's, you know, don't not pay water bills.
Yes. Utility bills. I don't know how long they need to go before they'll shut you off, but I have heard that. Yeah.
I actually, you know, so actually utility bills, I always pay late, like whatever. I have always just, because whatever. As soon as they send me like a notice, they're going to shut off, then I pay, you know, like I'll pay the whole thing. Right? Like, because you know, it's like, I don't like doing the auto pay, and like, I don't like it's like, I don't want to pay them on time, just whatever. I just want to pay them before, you know, whatever. Obviously, I don't want to get it shut off, but, you know, I just make the payment. I need to, you know what it is, Duke? I need to get a family office that will, you know, handle all these bills. I do this myself. This is embarrassing that I got to pay my own bills. I got to have, like, you know,
you need a manservant to take care of those.
Yeah, I gotta have, like, you know, I know it's people like, you know, like, you know, they actually, you know, get somewhere in life. They actually have like a family office. They got a guy. They got an accountant that takes care of all the bills. I got like I can't deal with this shit. I got like so much stuff. Like it's like bullshit. Anyway, the how much? I'm curious. How much is your water bill every month?
Oh gosh, it's high, because I've got a couple of acres and I've got a pool. So my water bill is probably like $2,000 a month.
You're kidding me.
No.
You're kidding me.
No.
No, hold on. Are you serious?
First of all, California is super expensive. They kill you on utilities. But yeah, just watering my lawn, and like, not my lawn, my garden, you know, all that kind of stuff.
Whoa.
It's expensive.
Whoa. That's I was shocked. I thought you were gonna say like $500 or something.
No. It's closer to $2,000.
Holy shit! Wow.
Yeah.
Wow. You must use a lot of water. I mean, what do you drain the pool every month or something? Like, it's a lot of water.
No, not to make I also have a bit of a full house, because I have family staying with me.
Oh, you got people. You got a whole crew there. They're all, you know, flushing toilets multiple times a day, showers. Yeah, it's a whole. Okay.
It's not just me. Yeah.
Yeah, but that's even. I don't think that can be even that much. I think the main thing is probably it's Do you think the main thing is the lawn, that stuff?
The irrigation is expensive. I mean, California utilities in California are expensive. They've raised the rates. Electricity is expensive.
Yeah. No, by electricity. No, electricity. I'm paying like I don't know. I'm paying like how much am I paying? $200 a month, which I think is expensive. I don't know.
So my electricity is low, but that's because I installed solar. So my electricity is actually close to zero.
Okay. Yeah. Wow. Shit. Yeah. Because I basically like I have like some sprinklers. I don't have like that much. I don't have like that much greenery. I got like I'm trying to think how much greenery is there. I got sprinklers that go off.
Well, do you in Nevada? Because you're at least maybe if your primary residence is in Nevada, right? So I'm trying to remember because they also make you have what is it, water efficient landscaping. Do they make you do that?
Technically I'm in kind of a place, I think it's sort of grandfathered in. Like I'm not, no, I don't have to.
Okay.
Yeah, I don't have to. But this place doesn't have like, it doesn't have grass. It doesn't have like really a lot of grass. It doesn't have a lot of grass. It's got like, I got some trees, whatever. But in Vegas, like people don't use the grass. Just doesn't work. You can't really. It like burns up. Like I have grass.
I think they used to. I don't know if they still do it, but this happened in California. But I know they did this in Nevada as well. They would
pay you to tear it up.
There would be times where you can't actually water your lawn, right? So you basically your lawn burns up.
Yeah, I think they're also doing that. Like I don't know. Like I think I'm supposed to only water the like I don't know once whatever. I have like this stuff going off like 3 times a week because like I planted a bunch of like little trees, like little whatever like stuff, and I got like rose bushes I put in there, and I don't want it to die. You know what I mean? Like I got like
yeah,
I got an ecosystem. I got like a miniature fish pond. I got a miniature.
You got the koi.
No. I'm using goldfish. No, the koi are very high maintenance.
Yeah.
I got goldfish. Like I want to do something. Goldfish, you don't have to feed them.
Oh, really?
Yeah. You don't have to feed them. They basically, if you set it up, they'll survive on like whatever is there, like different stuff, the algae, mosquitoes. Like you could actually do it much better than I can because in California, like you have much more like year-round insects that would fall in.
I see.
So you would be better off. Like
they cannibalize each other eventually.
Yeah. It's a whole thing. But let's get back to Ben and his non-payment of utility bills.
Rolex, I gotta say, feels good.
The watch I wore most this year
very quick. Watch
is this little baby Nautilus that my husband Ben got me. Ben Clymer, you guys might know him. I don't know the reference.
This is Mrs. Clymer. This is Mrs. Clymer.
Number, but I know it's from the 80s, maybe early 90s. But the reason I wore it so much this year is I got it last year for my birthday. It wasn't this birthday. But anyway, so I've been wearing it a lot. And I actually end up grabbing it almost every day. And while I used to lament
ladies Nautilus, I've never really seen a ladies Nautilus.
Does this? So she's wearing a Nautilus. Is the decor it seems incongruous with somebody who'd be wearing a Nautilus? It's just who's that guy who's the Archie Luxury? I think you talked about. He's wearing his Patek with his vinyl flooring or whatever.
Oh, the vinyl floor. Oh, that's the Ochomo. That's the original Ochomo. Original Ochomo. Yeah. It's got like an IKEA vibe or something. Yeah, it's I don't know. It's kind of like maybe it's like a young couple. I don't know. It's like their new house. Who the fuck? I'm not like. It's okay. I don't have like a real. It's kind of a funky. I don't know. I give her a pass.
Okay.
I'm not gonna be nasty. I'd like to have an excuse, but like I'll give her a pass. She's got the Diet Coke can. The thing that bothers me is the Diet Coke can. Yeah, I'll tell you what bothers me: the Diet Coke can and that bookcase, whatever that is, with that bothers me. The whole like maybe this is like some Airbnb. I don't know where this is. It's like some I don't know, whatever. I don't know.
Big watches.
Hang on. Oh shit.
For women, I have found myself following the trend of smaller watches, for many reasons. One of them being that they are more practical for my lifestyle at this point. Now I understand saying a yellow.
You know, I mean, I don't know. I mean, like, I'm not a customer for that one, but I don't. Would you buy that for your wife?
I would. Maybe not that particular one, but ladies Nautilus. I've seen some neo vintage ones. They're really nice.
Yeah, it could be like. Would you do a two-tone or no? Two-tone might be not enough gold.
I would be open to the two-tone. My wife, being Pakistani, likes gold.
But you know what is? I think it's better for the royal look. I think the royal look is much better though than the Nautilus. You know.
You're right, but the ladies they've just shot up in price. So the ladies Nautilus are actually less expensive.
What are you saying? Your wife is not worth it? Is that what you're saying? Is she watching?
She'll probably be watching. Yeah. Oh no, she's definitely worth it. I'm just saying that this is you're getting you have better upside potential.
Oh, that's right. You got to think. That's right. You got to think of the upside potential. That's right.
Ladies Nautilus from the 80s as practical is quite.
Oh, they're giving her a lot of air.
Niche, but it is. And I'll tell you why. It lays flat really nicely, and it's very small.
Oh fuck! I hate that. I really don't like that. Oh shit! Now that you get a close up, I don't like this. The diamonds, these little baby diamonds. That's a hard pass for me. Yeah, it's fuck that.
And the diamonds are like.
Yeah, actually,
and
they're giving her
too flashy.
They're giving her like so much airtime. This is crazy. I mean, this is ridiculous. Oh my god,
I'm a big believer in like really wearing your things, and
still talking.
This is no exception. All right, see you guys soon. Bye.
The watch I wore most in 2025 is going to be this 1970s JLC manual wine cocktail watch. I
don't like this watch. It's got like Chomo vibes. Yeah, I don't like
this a couple of years ago on my golden birthday, and the
is that it's not a good watch and it's not good jewelry, right? So it's like, you want a cuff, get a good cuff or whatever it is, a bracelet. It's like
this is like a mix. I think you know what it is? I think JLC they really don't understand that they're really more of like a machine. They're like a movement maker, basically. That's their problem. They're really a movement maker. They don't really understand these things. I don't like her nails. The nails just freak me out. These like they got those like giant fake nails. Like I don't know. It's got like
you've frozen the screen. I mean, she doesn't have a good facial expression there either.
Yeah, I don't know. She kind of I don't know. She looks like a retired stripper or something. I'm not saying she is. She just got that.
Acquisition story came from being involved.
Yeah, I'm not into the nails. It's like okay, I don't know.
What is it?
I don't like
plaid nail.
You know what? I don't like these. I don't like that thing with the claw. That claw look. That freaks me out. I don't like this claw look.
Terribly bumped from an American Airlines flight.
No, like all of a sudden, like you may have a sensitive area get scratched. You know what I mean? Like it's just I'm really not a fan of. I'm not a fan of long nails on women. That's it. I'm not a fan.
Actually paid for it. It's super chic, very on trend, and still looks great even 50 years later.
The watch I wore most in 2025 is the ceramic Daytona, which in my opinion.
Oh shit! He bought your watch. He bought your used watch.
Yeah, mine was even worse. I think because I had the black, the Darth Vader.
I don't know. No, I think the black is better because the white is just too like oof. It's just too bland. It's like fucking bland. The black at least makes a statement. The black is like a statement. This is like just like it looks like a cookie, black and white.
And is the best modern Rolex.
The watch I wore most this year is the Timex Q limited edition that we did.
And they got a lot of employees. How do they pay the bills there? I mean, they got like a whole.
That's why they turned the heat off.
Oh, this guy's sitting right next to the heater, right there.
A few years ago, this was early on in my Hodinkee career, and it was a fun project because we grabbed a group of Hodinkee employees. We went out to a bar, shot a really fun campaign, and it was just a really fun experience to be a part of. So it kind of holds a bit of a special memory for me.
Hi. I work most this year was the Hamilton catch field mechanical. I like no date.
Konnichiwa. Oh shit, this guy Sato. Oh shit, this reminds me of another artist I sold too early. This guy Sato Kikuyo Sato. You know the thing is, Duke. Whenever the problem with like huge paintings, like like giant paintings are like 8 feet wide or whatever it is. is like a lot of times you can get a good deal on them because not a lot of people will buy it because, the peasants don't have the wall space, right? So this is only for guys with palatial estates that you would hang an 8-foot wide by, like a giant painting, like a 10-foot wide. So it's not for the peasants. So I had this Kikuyo Sato painting, which was like, I don't know, like, again, it's like, I think I paid like $500 at Bonham's, LA. It was like, I don't know, 8 feet. It was a huge painting. It was kind of a cool minimalist thing. And like, okay, I'm thinking, but the frame, it had beautiful bronze, like a bronze minimalist metal frame, which probably would cost like 10 grand today. And like, I was like moving and I was like, shit, I know the painting is going to go up in value, but I got to move. I don't want to put this, like, it's a pain in the ass to move these giant paintings because if it gets damaged, like you're done basically, because the canvas, especially this thing was, the canvas is like, just raw canvas. It was like, anyway, I sell the thing for like $3 grand, all right, whatever, $3,500 just to get it out because I just, I couldn't want to store it. And now that painting would be like 30 grand 7 years later. Kikuyo Sato, that's the guy. Kikuyo Sato. See, this makes me angry, these names. If you see these names, I get flashbacks.
I think you're still salty from that the Iranian artist.
Oh, Manouchehr Yaktai. I'm very salty from Manouchehr Yaktai. I'm trying to think. I got a whole hit list of guys that I sold. Because you got the problem with stuff is you got to keep moving it. It's what I realized. I think the best business is like real estate because you never have to sell it, right? You have like a property, you rent it out. You don't have to sell. You just refinance it. You get your money out, right? You don't have to sell it.
Yeah, that's true. You just got to pay property tax.
Yeah, I mean, it's whatever. Yeah, it's nothing. Whereas like with like stuff, like whether it's watches, art, whatever it is, you got to constantly, sell it. Otherwise, you can't pay the water bill. Your water gets shut off.
I am that simp and easy to use it. So
okay, I don't know. This is a whole thing.
The watch I was most was G-Shock. DW5000.
Man, the Japanese guys got these weird watches. What is going on? They got these, like, I don't know. Is this like, are they trying to be like low key? What's going on here?
I was lucky to get one in January. I've owned a lot of G-Shocks, but this one is special. It has original look, Japan-made quality, and the toughness G-Shock is known for.
I just love listening to this guy. I just love the accent. I'm not interested in the watch. I just want to hear what he's got to say.
Wearing one of the world's most famous and iconic digital watches.
The watch I wore the most in 2025 was without a doubt.
Oh, this guy's wearing another hat indoors. It must be
this one, my Tudor Pelagos FXD.
Of course, with a cap. You got to have a Tudor. Hang on a second.
I just want to tell you about the watch that I wore most this year. It comes to no surprise, of course, to all my colleagues that it's the Serica 53.
Hodinkee Insurance. Have you heard of Hodinkee Insurance?
I have, yeah. I think because I follow a lot of watch stuff on social media, I keep seeing the Hodinkee Insurance ads.
Sounds like a grift. Sounds like you take out the insurance, somebody comes to your house and robs you. Sounds like the Archie Luxury. I think Archie Luxury should be a spokesperson for these guys.
It's just the perfect everyday watch. It's got a 12-hour bezel.
This guy probably. Oh, okay. No, I thought maybe he would have one of Archie's watches on his wrist. Yeah, I don't know.
Ceramic bezel, black dial that I'm a sucker for.
What's that?
Which watch is this? It's kind of interesting.
I don't. Okay, just for you, I'm going to rewind it.
I just want to tell you about the watch that I wore most this year. It comes to no surprise, of course, to all my colleagues that it's the Serica 5303. It's just the perfect everyday watch. It's got a 12-hour bezel, ceramic bezel, black dial that I'm a sucker for, and it just really hits those vintage notes and cues with modern construction, so I don't have to worry about it. I traveled with it. I work with it all the time. Can't complain about it. It's a great watch.
The watch I wore most for all of 2020.
I don't understand it. All these guys actually, very stylishly dressed. I think they got a good. I think they probably hire like the queer eye from the straight guys to come into the office and get them all, because what I noticed, they're all basically wearing like kind of very kind of the sweater outfits, the whole like, it's definitely I think they hired like the queer eye for the straight guy to come in and like say, okay, you got the layers, the whole thing. What do you think? You think that's part of the thing?
I think that it could be, but who's that guy? Teddy Baldessar also does that.
I don't think he's as extreme. I don't think he's as like
Well, you remember that movie Crazy Stupid Love? Okay, yeah. So there's the actor in there, Steve Carell. He gets basically a makeover, but he's wearing all these different layers. So it feels like these guys, maybe Teddy Baldassar, but they basically go into a store and have somebody like dress them up.
Oh, sell them the whole thing, like sell them the whole package, like say, oh yeah, okay, the whole, give them the whole tomato can package deal. Okay, hang on a second. Okay, let's go here. Super niche. Oh, it's okay. This
25 is actually right here on my wrist. It is an Audemars Piguet Royal Oak 15510.
Oh, there we go. Okay, now we're talking.
Yeah.
ST Blue. This was a watch I was allocated earlier this year in April and has been by my side for every major watch event, activation, some of which we've put on, and even one right here on the show, Wrist Check Podcast. This has been sort of a breakout year for us, relaunching the show on Revolt TV, first watch show on television, and reminds me not only of the successes and achievements that we've had this year, but makes me think about all the hard work in the last 4 years leading up to this moment. This is a piece that
I don't know, the steel, I'm kind of done with steel AP. This would have been I don't know, 8 years ago, whatever. I mean, it's a great watch. It's actually a great watch. I don't know. How much is it? How much is that retail? Is it 30 grand?
This one? What did you say? The 15? I think. Good question. I think it's actually
right on my wrist. It is an Audemars Piguet Royal Oak 15510 ST.
15510. What is that? Is that 40 millimeter or something?
Oak 15.
You know what? Actually, I don't like. Yeah, I just was. I don't like this blue dial. This blue dial doesn't do it for me.
So, Colonel, I'm on Chrono 24. The least expensive 15510 is $41,000.
Oh, okay. So it's like 30 retail or something, 28, whatever it is.
Yeah.
That's probably the same one. It's like 28. Is it 41 millimeter?
It is 41 millimeter.
41 millimeter. Okay. Yeah, the blue. I can't get into the blue.
And I think the blue one is at a premium. So let me see.
Yeah. It's a whole.
So, because the ones that I'm seeing at that price are like all white dials.
Yeah. I actually like the white silvery dial.
Same. Yeah, I have the old time. It looks really nice.
By the way, this guy got. Listen. I did a video before, which was very controversial. Where I said, I think AP is like a racist. They do they discriminate against the white man. I actually think they give more allocation. No, seriously, I'm 100% more allocation to, let's say, black guys or I don't know, women. I actually think they have a specific agenda. I'm 99% sure. I can't prove it because otherwise I'd have to file, a lawsuit and a class action suit. The class action. The anti-discrimination suit we got to get and get the big money. But I think definitely something is going on there. It's for sure something is going on with AP. They have an agenda. The whole thing is they're trying to pivot to a whole the urban community. They got a whole thing going. They got some angle. There is definitely an angle there. It's not for sure 100%. By the way, I've applied. I went into AP 5, 6, whatever. I never heard from anybody. This is even before they never called me back with any watch ever.
They could. I mean, their advertising reflects some of that.
There's definitely. Listen, there's an angle. I think they're trying to do a thing because I think maybe they want to be hip. It's a whole weird French thing. It's a whole I don't know. Who knows what's going on with these people? Anyway, so I've mentioned it a number of times. And it's only AP. There's no other brand that does this. I think they're basically kind of racist. That's right, they are racists. AP.
Watch I was allocated earlier this year in April and has been by my side for every major watch event, activation, some of which we put on.
Let's go.
Happy holidays.
The watch I wore the most in this year is the Noah Timex Moon Phase watch. I just love it.
Why do old Japanese guys wearing cheap watches? What is going on? Are they not paying them?
Well, Japanese wages are much lower than the U.S.
Are they really?
Much lower, yeah.
Hold on a second. How can they be lower? I thought everything is expensive there.
No, Tokyo for a big city is not that expensive, including the rent and all that. It's not.
Really?
Yeah, I mean, I've had Japanese employees. I can tell you, it's a lot lower.
Really?
Mm-hmm.
Wow. Oh, so they're paying these guys less? Is that what's going on? Though I think these guys in New York, they're probably overpaid. That's what it's going on.
Well, they have a lot of headcount. It's a pretty big operation.
Oh, it's this company's losing like billions of dollars. I mean, this is the whole thing. I don't know what's going on. This is a whole.
And it goes well with anything I wear.
The watch I wore most this year was the Brew Metric Light with another profile.
Oh, she's got a lot of books also in the back. What is she? Look, let me see. What kind of books is she reading? Let's see what she's got on the shelf. I don't even know what these. This is like some random like basic witches.
Yeah.
She's got
Lake.
Some like witchcraft book. She's got like what is going on? I don't know, like romance. I don't know what the fuck she's reading. I don't know what's going on. She could be one of these witches.
I have to confess, if I could have the collection just
I kind of like the 70s vibe. What is this?
of white watches, I would. And this is the perfect twist. It's also just a great daily wear. It's got 30mm proportions, which may sound a bit small, but it actually wears a bit bigger thanks to the square case design, and it's firmly a unisex piece. I get endless questions and compliments every time I wear this watch, and if you want to learn more about this variation or some of the others...
She's definitely doing like witchcraft stuff.
I think that's brew. That's like one of those micro brand brews.
Oh, okay.
It reminds me of what is that? That Patek Beta 21.
Oh yeah, no, I like the it's got that. It's a modern watch, right? Is that what she has? It's a modern watch that she has.
It's a modern watch, yeah.
Oh, okay. No, I love that 70s whole vibe. I love those 70s watches.
I wore most this year is most certainly my A. Lange & Söhne Lange 1 in yellow gold.
Oh man, this is Hitler's favorite watch brand. It just doesn't look right with the yellow and white. Like that just doesn't look right. I don't know.
The other thing is I don't like that small offset time with the Roman numerals. I don't know. It just doesn't. Something's off about this for me. Lange is another one of these ones that I really want to like, but I just when I go in the store, there's nothing that I just can't get motivated about it.
What is it? Is it the size? Like the like?
They're actually big. They're actually big watches, and they're thick.
Yeah, it's like a hockey puck.
Yeah, they're thick. They're substantial watches, which again, I don't have a huge problem with that, but there's always something for the price range. They are expensive watches. There's just nothing that I've found that I really love.
Yeah,
they're basically like Patek and AP price range.
Oh, no, it's crazy. No, it's crazy. And the whole thing with Lange, it's always about, hey, let me show you the movement. It's like, it's not the dial, it's not the front. Let me show you the movement. That's the whole thing. The story with the watch is always, you got to check out the finish. So, hey, okay, why don't you just wear the watch backwards on your wrist? Why don't you just wear it as a pendant? It's just, and the movement is cool. The movement is beautiful movement.
Yeah, I have no issue with the craftsmanship or anything. It looks really nice. But just the aesthetics, other than a few that I've seen, they just don't work for me, especially when I try it and see it in person.
Yeah, I think with this watch, look, I think if you're gonna do a Lange, it's got to look like a Lange. It's got to have like a black dial. It's got to look very Germanic, very like Hitler-esque. It's got to have that dark vibe, and this just doesn't do it. This is like too like. Yeah, I don't know what's going on.
Perfectly proportioned on my wrist. The asymmetrical dial, not only is it iconic, but it's also a.
Did you know that the Russians, after they took over Germany, they basically took all the Lange stuff. They took over that whole town. They took all the Lange machinery and they took it back to the Soviet Union. Did you know that?
I didn't know that actually.
Yeah, that's how they built. That's how they built the Russian watch industry or the Soviet, whatever you want to call it. But yeah, basically they went in there. They took everything, right? All the machine, everything. They fucking They just took everything, like what do you call it? Like looting, because the Russians went crazy, when they went into Germany, they were like, going crazy. I mean, they were like, literally raping.
It was like a revenge. It was revenge for the siege.
For the war. Yeah, for Stalingrad. Yeah, for the whole thing. Yeah. So basically, they took all the machinery. I think they also took the employees as prisoners back to whatever to Siberia and had them make watches, and from that they built up the whole Russian watch industry. And there's like certain Russian watch. Let's use it with Soviet watches of the 50s that are actually very collectible because they use Lange parts. Those are like the original. Yeah, inside they're Lange movements, Lange. You know, I don't know if it's Vostok or one of those, but the early 50s watches are basically, you know, that's all like Hitler leftovers parts. You know, like, all that stuff. So it's so it's interesting. It's interesting. So no, because I was at a store in you know who told me? I was at one of these Bucharest stores, and this sales girl showed me the thing. She's Russian, so we start talking. Whenever I say, you know, Lange, so I asked about the Lange thing, and she tells, she was showing me Glashuta. She was showing me a Glashuta watch, which I kind of like. I'd like to have an excuse to like their watch because I think they're kind of cool. Like the dive watch, I think is kind of cool.
Yep.
And something I brought up in the Lange story. She goes, that you know is that Glashuta, the Soviets didn't do that with Glashuta. The reason they did that with Lange was because Lange was very associated with Hitler. That was like his favorite brand. So that's why they had to take revenge. But Glashuta, they kind of left them alone.
So I think you need a Lange desk watch for your Epstein desk.
I can't. I just can't get into the Lange thing. I really can't get into the thing. It's just
I can't either. I want to because I want to like it. But
yeah,
I just can't.
The movement. I think the movement is cool. I like this, like the bulky. Like it has like something to it. Like you got like a giant clock on you. But something about like the asymmetric stuff throws me off. You just throw like the way you got the date in one place. It's just too fucking weird for me. It's just too fucking weird.
Yeah, it just doesn't seem well implemented because you've gotten a Jacques Droz. So Jacques Droz does that kind of or that offset or
they're a little more refined. I think they're more refined. They do it in a more refined way. The Jacques
it works
Droz.
for them. It works for them. Yeah.
Yeah, they kind of do it. I don't know, and I don't know what the hell happened. They kind of fell off the map. They're doing like I don't know, custom. I don't know, it's very sad. The Jacques Droz.
Incredibly dynamic dial that never gets old to look at, and obviously Lange's watchmaking is second to none.
The watch I wore the most in 2025, I'm probably cheating, but it was a birthday gift, and I've worn it every day since my birthday. It's a mini Cartier tank from 1971.
Ooh. Yeah, I don't like that strap. Whatever.
Yeah, the strap is terrible. I like that watch.
Yeah, it's cute. I mean, listen. I mean, like it's very feminine. It's very feminine. It's like a nice, you know.
Gifted to me by my very knowledgeable boyfriend, who knows far more.
She lets us know she's got a boyfriend.
Yeah.
Look at this. She's also sitting by they're all sitting by the radiator. Have you noticed that? They're all sitting next to the radiator and they're all wearing sweaters. She's got
a layer. She's got a sweater and she's wearing a sweater or a turtleneck underneath.
She's got multiple layers. Yeah, they shut off the heat for them, these guys.
About watches than most of us. It's the original mini tank design. This one has a Paris style, and the new tank mini that came out in 2024 is
Friends and Family Hodinkee edition. It was with me with lots of loved ones, lots of friends, lots of family. Tudor had a great year. This watch spent a lot of time on my wrist. Will I get a Ranger? Perhaps. You gotta wait and see next year.
Okay.
Have a good holiday.
It's 17000. Whenever I look at the Rolex Oyster Quartz, it makes me think about.
This doesn't count as a dirty Sanchez mustache.
Because he's got the soul patch?
No, he's got no. Okay, so listen, I gotta respect anybody who does this, like, you know, like puts like work into it, like the handlebar, like whatever they're doing. This guy's putting work into that mustache. This is a good look. I listen. I respect this. He's got the whole like the mustache.
He actually doesn't have shitty books in his back.
Yeah, look at this. He's got good hair. This guy. Look at this guy. He's got what kind of books is he reading there? The Rolex magazine, Dalhousie University, blah, blah, blah. What is this? What is he reading? Where's no Hustler magazines, no vintage Hustler magazines from the 70s. He's got the film cameras. He's got
the business of the Swiss watch industry and choices that companies and manufacturers made. And during the quartz crisis in the 1970s and 80s, Rolex decided to make what I think is the best industrial produced Swiss quartz watch in history.
The watch I wore the most this year.
I just can't get into this fucking quartz story. I can't get into that, man.
You're talking about the Oyster Quartz?
Yeah, I can't get into that.
Yeah. Well, I mean, they've re-released it now, which is what the Land Dweller.
This also, I thought we would have more. I think I'm going to lose in the Dirty Sanchez because this guy is not. He's doing a kind of the goatee. This doesn't count as the Dirty Sanchez. We only had 2 Dirty Sanchez mustaches on the whole. By the way, what this tells us, it looks like the Dirty Sanchez is on the way out from the watch world. That's what it's obviously, because there's only been 2. Out of how many people? How many people? We've seen like 20 guys here, right?
They're probably watching your channel. You've shamed them.
They got mustache. They got mustache.
Was the Overcast from Earth and Summit collection with its black ceramic case. Whenever I pick
ceramic.
up a new watch, I try to find something that has a new element in my collection. And since I didn't own a ceramic watch before, this one really stood out to me. It's a comfortable 38mm on the wrist.
Wow, look at that crown. What do you think of that crown?
I like it. I like this watch.
Yeah, it's kind of cool. I mean, the hand that kind of bothers me, but like, it's like an honest
I
watch.
like the strap. I like it. The thing works for me. I like the crown too. It's
a ceramic, yeah. You know what? It's an honest watch for what it is. It's like an honest,
And with all the long-haul flights I took this year, the scratch-resistant ceramic case made it a great everyday travel companion.
And the watch I wore most this year was my Rolex Explorer 1016.
This guy
you made this observation earlier, which I agree with now. I think these collectors Japanese collectors, Hong Kong, Singaporeans, they have really good taste. They do interesting stuff and they're pretty refined. Like they've got a good eye.
Yeah. Yeah. No, it's very interesting to see what stuff they bought. It really is. It's like that's kind of a cool watch. I mean, it's like not my thing, but I respect.
It's really been a do-it-all watch for me, and it's always a reminder that less is more.
The watch I wore the most in 2025 is this vintage Zodiac Aerospace GMT. I'm a big vintage Zodiac fan, and I have
Zodiac Killer. Have you heard of this? Have you heard of this brand, by the way?
I have heard of it only because I've seen it in some vintage stores, but I don't know much about the brand. This looks like a kind of like a Rolex Explorer type watch.
I bet that this brand probably, I don't know, I'm assuming this is because the Zodiac Killer, I think, was in the 70s. Probably that guy killed this brand. I think that basically, basically put these guys out of business because they had the quartz crisis, and then you got, a guy like basically the major headlines, Zodiac Killer. I mean, you don't want to be going on a date with a girl wearing a Zodiac Killer watch. You know what I'm saying? It's like, yeah. So it's kind of like
a couple of others in the rotation, but this is definitely the one I wear the most. And I don't know, I just love that it's a GMT. I love that it's relatively small, and this is still probably going to be the one that I wear.
This is like one of these inside baseball, like a vintagey, whatever, weird,
But here's another guy. He's got layered clothing plus a beanie.
Oh, you know what I just realized? This is the new thing. Instead of the Dirty Sanchez, they're doing this. It's not a goatee. What do you call this? It's like, because it doesn't connect. The mustache on the bottom doesn't. What is this called? I don't know what it is. It's called something. It's got to be called something. But okay, so this is. But it's interesting to see. This must be basically the new trend for horologies to do this look.
Most in 2020.
And he's got the cap indoors.
Thanks.
The watch I wore most this year is my Grand Seiko. I bought it to celebrate having a baby boy, and it became really special to me. So of course, it ended up being my daily watch.
It's called the Van
With
Dyke
the American
beard.
Express Platinum card, you can unlock experiences like no other. Find out your welcome offer and kickstart your next.
What I'm all about.
Hang on, did you Google that?
I did.
What did you do? You typed something in. You said, "What is it called?" How did you do that?
I said, what is a goatee like facial hair, but is not a goatee? Facial hairstyle that's like a goatee, but isn't one, is often a Van Dyke beard.
Oh shit!
Because a disconnected mustache and chin beard.
In the Van Dyke, I can see that's kind of a. I think for some people it's a good look. The Van Dyke, it's kind of like a good. I think I think to do the Van Dyke, it's a very subtle thing, because if one thing is too long, it's very high maintenance.
25 is the Ming 3702 minimalist. It is a monochrome watch.
Oh, what is that? Is that Ming?
38 millimeters, which to me is the Goldilocks size.
Ming.
Oh, this guy must be one of these Danish guys. This is the Danish minimalist. This is good. This is good looking. Hang on, what is this? I'm just curious. What is that? What has he got?
Of being my daily watch.
What I wore the most in 2025 is the Ming 3702.
Oh, Ming. Yeah, Ming.
It is a monochrome watch, 38 millimeters, which to me is the Goldilocks size for any watch. It's 11 millimeters thick, but it's got the best FKM strap, the rubber strap I've tried on any watch, and it's now the.
What do you think? What do you think of the Ming?
I don't care for it. The only watch like this kind of stuff that I've come close to buying is the Unimatic, which is Italian brand. I like the divers. I like the look of those, and I've tried it on. But I mean, they're not expensive. I think the Mings have gotten expensive, or some of them have gotten expensive. I don't know. I don't care for it.
How much a Ming is? A couple of grand, isn't it? A couple of grand, like 2,000, I think.
It is, but they're getting up. They're getting some of them, like some of the limited editions I've read, they are getting up there in price.
Really?
Yeah. Let me just see Chrono 24 here.
I mean, I like, I kind of want to like it. I mean, I actually like. I think the design.
So really, some of these are like the top end is $29,000.
Oh, that's ridiculous.
Yeah. So I think the one that they're showing, there's a special project. I mean, it's like almost $18,000.
Yeah, that's ridiculous. That's because the problem with that is like, the problem I have again, it's the whole hooker explanation thing. Like you got to explain this to the hooker or the stripper that this is like, what this is. Like it's not a Rolex. It's like. But it's a cool watch because you got the luminescent looks amazing. Have you ever you've seen the luminescent, right? It's very cool.
I have, yeah.
Beautiful. The design.
Yeah, I my issue with this one, like a lot of these other ones, is it's just like at the price these are not inexpensive, right? And so if this were like $500 or $800, maybe. But
look, here's the reality, right? Like if you get kidnapped in Buchaichstan, right, you're not going to be able to buy your way out with this watch. They're not going to know what that is.
No.
With a Rolex, yes. Not with this.
Yes.
That's end of discussion. That's like the end of discussion. Like I was using the hooker thing, but this makes it more like relatable to the world.
Colonel, that's in all seriousness, that's true because I've talked to a number of these special forces guys, and that's why special forces folks favor Rolex because it's liquid.
Yeah. And what's interesting is what do you call it?
That's probably the reason why you wore a turnograph, right? Because you knew that if you ever in enemy territory.
And that happened, because I remember, one time I was flying over the Gulf of Tonkin, and, I had it was a busy day. I shot down like 8 MiGs. And, the last one, I've told the story before, the last one, I was out of, listen, your guys in the Air Force, or the Navy, excuse me, I was a naval aviator, just to be clear.
Mm-hmm.
And, this is not like some bullshit like Air Force guys, who take off and land on a field. I got to do it on a carrier, which is, it's going up and down. You've seen that, right? It's very difficult. Very difficult to land on a carrier. In a storm, right? Like, I'm taking off and landing 5 times that day. And the thing, we didn't have space lasers. We had 50 cal, and we had like the what do you have? I forgot what kind of rockets we had, but I was out of ammunition. All I had was my sidearm. I had a Colt 45. And I shot the MiG through the canopy. I shot the guy, knocked out the MiG with 3 rounds from a Colt 45.
Mm-hmm. Amazing.
But what happened is there's another guy who came behind me and shot me down. And I had to swim back to shore. I was captured by Charlie. And I luckily had the turnograph, and it was waterproof. I was able to, bribe my way out, and they get out. Otherwise, I would have ended up at the Hanoi Hilton with, what's his name, with John McCain. By the way, what do you think of John McCain? We're going to do a conspiracy thing. We want to do because, by the way, the conspiracy talk is what gets the ratings. We got to do conspiracy talk on this channel. I'm trying to do the whole Charlie Kirk conspiracy, right-wing conspiracy, everything. So John McCain, do you think he was, what do you call it? Did he rat out on the other guys or no?
I honestly don't know much about John McCain's background other than the fact that he was a presidential candidate, and I think Trump took him out a couple of times really good afterwards, right? He said, what did he say? Something like,
who didn't get, but by the way, there could be something to it. Like, listen, I don't know the whole thing. I'm not going to make like whatever. I don't know. Was he war hero, not a war hero? Didn't get called war heroes. But here's the thing. Look, the reality is this. We know the guy wasn't, okay. Here's what's interesting, though. This is, again, this conspiracy here. His father was a big admiral. He was a major guy. His father, he was a multi-generation, like very well respected. His grandfather was a naval guy, whatever. And I think John McCain was one of these guys who was like, he was like a guy who liked to party, like a young guy, like whatever. He was like basically a wild guy, right? He was like chasing tails.
Like JW, right? Because Bush Senior.
Oh yeah, like a Bush
guy, right? I mean, he graduated from Yale in like 3 years, and
he
was a fighter pilot, right? He actually was the real deal.
Yeah, he was a serious guy. Yeah. But W, you know what always happens? It's either the son or the grandson that becomes like, the ne'er-do-well. And there was an accident. I think what happened was there was a big accident on a carrier. You familiar with that story? I think he turned on the jets and the flames shot out from the back. They did this thing where the flames would shoot out from the back. I forgot what they call it. But basically what happened was they did this as kind of like a joke, like a prank type of thing. The guys would do that. Like basically they would park the jet, and the guy behind you, you'd switch on the flame, so the guy would get flames in his, going towards him. It was like a party thing, right? And apparently he did that, and it caused a major fire on the carrier. Like 30 guys died.
Wow, I didn't know that.
No, it was like a serious thing. I think, and again, I'm playing psychiatrist. I think what happened is, and they said no, it wasn't his fault. It was an act, blah blah blah. But listen, his father's an admiral. They're not gonna like send the admiral's son into the brig. You know what I mean? Like,
right.
So there was a cover, but I think the guy was feeling guilty. He probably had a guilt trip. He had a guilt trip, and like because. He killed like 5 guys. I don't know, 10, whatever. He killed a bunch of guys.
I've never heard that.
Yeah, I don't know if you Google it, but yeah, John McCain. If you Google John McCain carrier or whatever, fire or whatever it was a very serious thing. But anyway, I think he probably had a guilt trip, and it was like in the back of his mind. It was one of those things, and that probably, subconsciously made him get shot down. That's probably what happened. I'm thinking that's what happened. But yeah,
I'm looking at his Wikipedia. It says right here, McCain began as a subpar flyer who was at times careless and reckless.
Reckless. Yeah. I could see that.
Early to mid 60s, 2 of his flight missions crashed, and a third mission collided with power lines, but he received them. So yeah, he did not start out well.
Yeah, that's not good. Listen, especially if your father is an admiral. I mean, like, you're expected to really, like, there's expectations of you. Like, this guy's like, like a W Bush, like very whatever.
Yeah.
But I think W kind of straightened out at some point. Like, he I don't know what he had. Like, what he had like a.
He went sober, right? He stopped drinking.
Something, yeah. I think he was doing coke also. I think he was the big coke guy in the in the 70s, like Hunter Biden.
Well, didn't you say Tucker Carlson was also in that?
Tucker Carlson and Hunter Biden they're like best friends.
I didn't know that.
Yeah, which is weird, right? It's kind of weird, but you could see it. It makes sense. Well, but when you kind of look at it, it makes sense. They're kind of like these like very waspy like party guys, like establishment like party guy, like the Yale thing. It's the whole Yale thing, the whole like. Skull and Bones, a lot of homoerotic stuff that goes on at Yale, and it's a whole thing. And then they come out, and it's a whole, it's very weird. What's interesting is Tucker Carlson never mentioned the laptop. I don't think he ever spoke about the laptop, the Hunter Biden laptop.
Yeah, he might not have. I mean, look, some of these dynastic families. It kind of transcends politics. To your point, they go to the same schools. They're in the same flats. So that social circle is more important.
Yeah, no, his father was a CIA guy, right? I think it was an appointee, and was it by Reagan, a Reagan appointee, or like a big guy. He was like a serious guy, his father.
Yeah.
I think his mother is like what is it? The Swanson family, like the dinners, the frozen dinners, Swanson.
Oh, really? Okay.
You know, he comes from like a lot of money. Like the thing about this guy is like, I think the guy's like a poseur. You know, it's a very fake. You know, the rolled up sleeves, the whole like, you know, oh, I'm a working man. Hey, I'm a relatable middle class guy. I'm in a cabin. I go, you know, I like to hunt and fish just like you. You know. I mean,
yeah, that didn't work for Tim Walz at all. He just, I mean, he can't even shoot a gun. I don't know if you saw those videos. It was that guy's a complete phony. Tim Wall is a complete phony. At least, what's his name? Tucker, I think, is like, you know, that is kind of his thing. I think he probably does do he actually is, you know, that's the whole thing with you know, the whole like LL Bean thing. By the way, I know people that have run into Tucker Carlson in real life, and they don't know him, he doesn't know them, and they've said he's been really, really very nice, gracious, very polite.
Oh yeah, of course, yeah.
So like a good person, or good regular.
All these guys are nice, and I mean it's the whole like, you know.
No, this is the thing. Like I've when you because I used to work in the media business, and you find out like many of these people are not. They're actually real jerks.
Yeah. I think he probably, like, as a person, he seems like a very easy. He seems like he may have like a crazy temper, like, you know, like from doing coke and drinking. Like he may go off like, but if he's not, he seems like a very, like, you know, he's a very personable guy.
Yeah.
You know, the whole thing. You know, so it's like a very. Hang on a second. Let's wrap up with these Hodinkee. Let's wrap up with these.
Yeah, because I've also got I've got to head out to dinner shortly.
Okay, of course. Yeah, of course. Hang on. Whoa, hang on a second. Let's wrap up here. Let's wrap up. Let's wrap up. Ming. Okay, hang on a second. We're almost done. We got. Okay, yeah, we got like 3 minutes with these guys. No dirty stuff. Yeah, the dirty stuff.
And it was the first watch at the end of 2024, designed and made in their new Swiss manufacture in Geneva.
The watch that I wore the most in 2025 is probably the same watch I wore the most in 2024, which was the Alpiner Extreme Freeride World Tour Edition. This watch has been with me on a few different adventures. It's been with me to the Freeride World Tour a couple of times.
Page near you for a lot of watches for sale.
Hey guys, the watch I wore most this year is the Noah Timex Moon Phase collaboration. I really love it because it's affordable.
Shit, there's a lot of these guys have this time. I don't know this. I don't like this. Yeah, I don't like this.
Price, I think it looks great with a lot of stuff, and just looks great on the wrist.
The watch.
I wonder if they're gonna have like some like special guest at the end, like Archie Luxury.
I wore the most in 2025 is the Submariner Starbucks. I think it's an excellent daily wear watch.
Oh man, this is like so basic.
I love the micro adjust and the green ceramic. I've used approximately.
This guy's probably like the laughing stock of Hodinkee because he's got like, you know, like a, you know, basic watch, basically. You know what I mean? Like they all have like these weird vintage watches, whatever. This guy's got like, you know, mainstream.
1 meter of water resistance of the 300 available, but I like knowing it's there. And yeah, I think it's a great watch.
That's the
and
last
for whatever reason,
one.
I'm ending the clip now in this Thanos pose, so I'm just gonna.
Oh shit, that's it. They ended up on a very, that was kind of a weak, very low effort. I mean, even lower effort than this channel. I mean, on this channel, but that was like even lower effort. I don't know. Well, okay, to wrap up, what's your take on the whole Hoodwinkee thing? What did you learn? What did you learn? What was the learning experiences?
It feels like they're in financial difficulties because they're not paying their heating bill, and they clearly have a ton of people working there.
A lot of people, right? How many people do you think they got too many people for what they have?
You know, this the media business is tough, right? I mean, you're producing the only person that I know that's really killing it in the magazine business is this guy who does Monocle. He's done a fantastic job.
Really?
The rest is a real slog, and this is true even for Condé Nast. It's a really, really tough business now.
Yeah, yeah. And, you know, I think a lot of those people that they had on camera, a lot of them could be done away with AI. You know, like the whole
You mean like the people who write the copy for the watch auctions?
Yeah, the whole thing about the iconic. Yeah, iconic and this. I mean, basically, AI could replace pretty much the whole thing. You know, and I think they could have like a robots do the whole thing, and then you wouldn't have to worry about the heating bills. You know, it's like it would be just you know, you wouldn't have to. Yeah, you wouldn't have to buy these people sweaters and all that. You know, so anyway, Duke. To wrap up, what do you have? Is there a watch on your list for 26? What is on your what is it? What's the word? Not to do want list. Watch list. Like, what do you? What type of things? Let's just say what type of things are on your watch list, if any. Because right now you have like, I mean, you pretty much have like, I mean, I don't know. Like, you got pretty much everything at this point. Like, you don't.
Yeah. I don't know. There isn't. So I really, the one I still really like, the Ellipse. I like the. So the Ellipse is still on my list. The one that was really on my list for a long time was the 3940, but I just got that recently. So yeah, I can't think of one other than the Ellipse that I really want.
Wait. So now, you got, okay, we talked. So you're actually
you actually haven't seen the 3940, have you?
I haven't. I saw a picture.
Okay, let me try to find
it.
Oh,
we got an unboxing. We got grooming. This is like, we got like the one of these groomer channels.
1 second. I'm actually gonna, now that I'm getting it, I'm gonna get the Metropolis as well.
Ooh, okay. Because you reached a major milestone. At this point, I think you're actually are you a 3 or 4 perpetual man? There we go.
It's 3.
You're a 3 perpetual man. Okay, hang on a second. Let's zoom in. Oh, fuck, that's nice. Wow. Yeah, I love that.
This watch is just incredible. I mean, you caught this one super early.
I wasn't that early. I was like midway.
Well, at least from what I could tell, you're the only one that was really talking about it. And everything you've said, it's not hype at all. This is one of the best, if not the best, Pateks they've made.
Yeah, I mean, it's like, look, bring it up to the screen. What's the? Oh, yeah, there we go. Yeah. Oh, fuck yeah! Wow, it looks like it's in perfect condition.
It's in great condition.
Oh, you got the folding clasp. I mean,
Yeah.
the deploying clasp.
Deploying clasp, yeah.
You know what? I actually love that watch in yellow gold, because I really think like I got it in white because that was the deal that was available, whatever it is. But I think it's probably best in yellow gold.
I love it in yellow gold.
That's the classic look in yellow gold.
See, I was I was offered at another vintage dealer. They offered me a platinum one. I didn't.
No, fuck that. No, fuck the platinum.
So the gold this is the yellow gold. It's quite warm.
No, it looks rich. It's not warm. It's rich.
Yeah.
It's prosperous. This is a very good demon repellent. I mean, that watch is like, it's wow. Where did you get that?
I got it on Loop This. I wanted it on.
Oh, okay. Loop, okay. Wow. Okay. Is it full set?
It is. No, it's not. It has the extract from the archives.
Okay. Did they give you a pusher? Or comes with a pusher?
It does come with a pusher. Yeah. So it has that. Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
Manuals?
It doesn't have the manuals.
Okay, so how did you do that? How did you figure it out? You had to download it or something? How did you get the instrument?
You can get it from Patek's site.
Yeah.
So they have a PDF. Yeah, I have the manual, so I figured it out.
Yeah,
and then
yeah.
the Metropolis.
Yeah, wow. Yeah, no, that's shit. And then you have the, what do you call it? You got the what do you call it? The chronograph perpetual.
I have the chronograph, the 5270. Is that right?
Yeah, the 3940. Have you worn the 3940? Have you been wearing that?
I have. I've been wearing this. Yeah, I love this watch.
Yeah. No, it's the best. I mean, I got this. Even with the black alligator, it just looks like,
yeah,
captain of industry. Like, it's like, yeah. No, this is. Wait.
No, I think this is, and this is also one of the watches that I have when I wear it. People will stop, even though they don't know who Patek is, or some of them don't. But I don't know. I guess it's probably not going to win elevator wars and
the elevator wars.
But
but
there's something about it. There's something about it. It's just an incredible watch.
No, it's amazing. What was I going to ask you about so you got 3 days, because you need to have 2 perpetuals, because one will be getting serviced at some point.
When it gets in the shop, yeah.
Yeah, you got to have, but you have actually 3. You have a backup. You have multiple backups.
That's right.
Would you get? I mean, that's a lot. That's like you're really leading the arms race, the perpetual arms race. That's like a very heavy, that's like 2. Now you got 3. Would you get another one, or you think you've had enough?
I might. Look, I think this is one of the key things I learned from you on the channel, is to go for complications. I do have time-only watches, like the Calatrava, but I think one of the joys of the mechanical watch and how you appreciate it is the complications. I think that's also key to long-term value too.
I think with Patek, I think we were talking about it only with Patek though. I think with Patek, the complications is like, you got to have it. With others, it's like whatever. But with Patek, the complications is the big, it's the big thing. So what else?
But I think like with the neo vintage automatic, so EP has kind of lost their way in this sense.
Yeah.
But like this Metropolis is just a gorgeous watch too. I love this watch.
What was I going to ask you? So you got, I mean, you at this point, now what about we talked about Asprey Rolex. What do you think about Asprey Rolex?
Yeah, so that's definitely on the list. I love that. Actually, I think, what did I see? There was like an auction. It was white gold with a purple or purplish dial, Asprey. It was
purple. Oh, the purple dial is the ultimate.
I think that was on Monaco Legends.
Oh, the purple dial is like, that's the ultimate.
Those are the Asprey colors, right?
Yeah. I mean, like, listen, for you, that's probably the best watch, because you deal with a lot of these like dictator type of guys and potentates of buchaichs, random countries. And like a lot of these guys, maybe like, they're like, they might be billionaires, right? But they could have whatever watch. But with Asprey, like this, that's like, it's Asprey. And there's only like 2 of them. It's one of one, basically, or one of 2, whatever. It's like, that's the, like, the watch made for royalty. I mean, that's like the ultimate watch. I think the Asprey thing is super. Actually, how were the prices at auction? I didn't even check. You've done some research on this, right? On Asprey, like what's the?
They're so. I'll show you the one I was the one I was referring to. So
how much are retail?
So this one sold. The one I'm going to send you the link. Monaco Legends. This was the purple. It was Daytona, all gold. 143,000 euro. Not including the buyer's premium. So that's like, you're probably 200 grand right there.
That's not cheap.
No,
that's not cheap. How much are they at retail?
That's a good question. I don't know with this one what this one would have sold for at retail, because and they say this is a 2024, so this is a relatively
it's a new watch.
It's a relatively new watch, but what I like about it is that it's got the gold, it's got the metal bezel. It doesn't have the Serochrome.
Yeah.
And it's the Asprey double sign looks really, really nice, and it's got the purple dial. So this is unique.
You know something that I actually don't like the Asprey logo on the dial. I like this one here. I like the classic, like this one here. I like the classic, not script. I like this.
Oh, okay. I know which one you're talking about. Yeah.
Yeah, this has got, it says like, wait, is it showing up on the screen?
It's not showing.
Oh shit! Oh, I'm not showing. Oh fuck. Okay. Oh, there we go. Okay, so there's the watch. Okay, so
you don't like this more cursive one.
Yeah, I don't like that. I like I like this. I love that logo. I love
yeah. So they have one. They have this. This sold. I think it's probably with premium. It'll probably sold for closer to 300K. This was a. Let me show you this one.
I wasn't aware of these prices. I thought it would be like, because again, I wasn't following that market. I would have assumed it would have been within that estimate. So, okay. Oh no, it's with the premium 143,000. So
it's with the premium. Okay.
Okay, so but still, that's real money. We're talking about 160,000.
Yeah. So here's one. It's similar to the Piaget that you have, actually. Actually, I think yours looks better.
Hang on a second. We got a new member, Duke. We got not only do we have the Qatar Sovereign Wealth Fund, we got Jay Sussman 5554, brand new member. Okay, all right, we got a brand new member to start off the new year. Okay. If only this guy would send a donation. If we can get like a wire for 500 grand, that would help pay the water utility bill. It's due. It's coming up. It's coming up. Oh shit! This is the what I have. This is my
watch. It's Piaget. Actually, I think yours is better.
Yeah. I don't like the white gold.
Yeah, I don't like the white gold, and on this one, I don't like this. The dial, like the contrast in the dial, just there's something off about it.
Yeah, I think. It's like, it's too like. It's too cold. It's just too cold. It's like too sterile. Like, the yellow gives it more, like a bumblebee vibe. When was this auction? Oh shit, this is recent.
Yeah, this is recent.
Oh wait, hold on a second. Oh wait, no. Okay. I think. Wait, hold on a second. Wait, they had. I know one of these went through auction, because when I bought mine, I used it based on kind of a I think it was was it this? I don't. Was there another one that sold at auction? Another Asprey.
Another Asprey. Or was this? No.
Actually,
yeah, there is. 1 second, I'll just pull it up.
I think it was also Monaco Legends, but I think
it was Monaco Legends. This is 2019.
Oh, okay, hang on a second. Okay.
So it looks like, by the way, Colonel, it looks like the same watch. And maybe it didn't sell in 2019, and then they sold it in 2024.
Hang on. Did you send me a new?
I did.
Oh yeah, it looks like yeah, probably what happened. Probably didn't sell, right? Probably didn't sell. Or you never know, really. Actually, who the fuck knows? You never know with these people. Oh no, actually, you see the bezel's got like some dirt on it. Oh no, this is a different watch. It's a different watch.
It's a different watch. Okay.
Yeah, look. You could see the.
Yeah, actually, the hands are dirty. Yeah, you're right.
Yeah, it's been worn. This has been in Bangkok. This has been in Bangkok. This was in the field. This has infield experience, in the massage parlor. It's made the massage parlor rounds. The guy probably kept it on while he was getting the massage, with the with the oil, the whole.
Here's one. Middle Eastern. This is made for royalty by Asprey.
Let's take a look. Oh, here we go. You know, I don't like the can jar thing. Like, I don't
either. I don't get it. Yeah, I'm with
you know, it's like too fucking weird. Like, you know, it's like, you know, like it's Oman. Who gives a shit about Oman? Like, really, Oman is like, you know, it's really like it's not an important place. You know, it's not relevant. Oman is not relevant.
Yeah, it's not Qatar for sure.
Yeah, it's not exactly. It's not our sponsor. We have, I mean, Qatar is. I mean, listen, Qatar is writing checks. I mean, they're giving money to everybody, right?
Yeah.
Like, Oman is like, you know, it's how many people they have? They have like I think a couple 100,000, right? It's a very small country.
It's very small, like 300,000, yeah, something like
Yeah,
that.
they all have these guys. They all have a couple 100,000 people, like natives, and you know, it's amazing how. So they're taking in all this money, like it's an incredible system. Like,
well, here's a Nautilus Asprey, which I had not seen before. I'm going down the rabbit hole, and this is stainless steel. It went for 247,000 euro.
Hang on, let's pull it up. Where is it? Did you send me a link?
I just sent you the link. Yeah.
Okay. Oh, you know, it doesn't give me an alert. It just okay. Here we go. I don't know. I don't know
for that one. The way that they wrote Asprey seems like an afterthought.
Yeah, exactly. It's like an afterthought, and the colors are lazy. Like, yeah, I think it probably was like, oh, it's big. It's 42 millimeter.
Yeah, it's a big one. It's the jumbo.
Oh, it's the 30. Oh, wait a minute. Hold on a second. Oh, it's the 3700. Wait, this is from 1970. Oh, this is from the original. Oh, this is from the original era. That's crazy.
So it's an old, yes, 1977 3700 stainless steel.
Well, look at this. Look at the buck. That's in good condition. Yeah, this thing is like legit. I hate to say it. It's actually worth the money. I mean, it's yeah. This is. It looks really look. It's got green. Is that a green dial?
Well, they say it's tropical. So it's from where or whatever.
Oh, okay. So what's the original color? Was it black? Blue.
Yeah.
Oh, it's the blue dot. Yeah. So the blue. Oh, this is the watch. Okay, this is the watch. The base. Oh, there's the. Does it have the Asprey? Oh, there it is. There, the Asprey thing there.
Yeah. The only thing I don't like about, I mean, it's double signed, but the Asprey, it doesn't have the same.
No, it doesn't have the same pop.
Yeah.
It doesn't. You know, like again, if you get kidnapped, like they're not going to give you a premium for the Asprey because they can't even see it. It doesn't. They don't know what. It's too small. Like if you're in Dubai, like the Dubai hookers. I mean, they know Asprey, but this Asprey is so small. Like these Russian hookers, they're not going to know this. Like, they're going to say, "Oh, is this real?" Like, you know. I actually think. Listen, I don't think it's that bad because it's very like, it's a very modern font that they use. It's very like subtle, a very like low key. I think it kind of works, but like if I'm paying 260,000, I want to have that Asprey like big. I want to have it like, I want to have it more. I want to have something special. There's nothing really special here. It's just, it's not a custom watch. It's basically just sold by, like the watches we saw earlier. Those were like legitimately done for Asprey. Like they customized the dial. They did custom things. This is just like a basic, Nautilus that they sold. Like it means nothing. Like Bayer could have sold it or whatever. Like, any of those like Swiss, whatever. Any of the million retailers. But, I don't know. It's, I tell you, the more I see the 3700, it's kind of the more I like it. Like, in gold, like.
Yeah, I mean, this one sold. This is steel, right? So, but it's in great condition.
Yeah, I think a 3700 in two-tone. I would buy one if one came up like at a decent, like I remember there was last year. I think a few sold at like low hundred. And hang on a second. Let's pull this up, and then I'll let you go because I know you got to hop. Let's pull up the Patek 3700. You know, the thing that makes me nervous about Patek Nautilus is just that, you know, we are like, you know, so long into the Nautilus hype already. Like, it's like we're very deep in the cycle. It's not like early in the cycle. It's like very, you know, it's pretty mature by now. You know what I'm saying? It's like, like, what is
the? You pointed this out, and I read up on it too. That they same thing with the Royal Oak. They actually struggled to sell these watches.
Yeah. I mean, it was like, you know, and it looks old. You know, at least the Royal Oak has like a modern look, whatever. This with the airs and the whole whatever, it's a little bit like, you know, it's just a little bit. But I just think it's just so funky, like with the big size and the flatness. It's got like such a charm to it. Wow, these are actually, it's not bad. 84 grand.
And this is the two-tone, right?
Two-tone. Yeah, I would go for two-tone because it's like the, you know.
Yeah, the only thing I don't like about these vintage ones, just like the Royal Oaks, they've got that weird clasp.
Yeah, that's it. The flip over. The flip over. You know though, it's not as bad. I don't think it's as bad as the Royal Oak because on the Royal Oak it kind of flips.
Yeah,
this one it's a cleaner flip over.
It
like the other one.
It looks integrated into the bracelet, whereas the Royal Oak one looks. Yeah, I agree.
It's a little better. It's kind of like, you know, okay, I you know, like some things you just have to deal with. Yeah. Oh, so actually, I don't think these have gone up a lot.
Yeah, two-tone might be because I think two-tone is like it's a polarizing thing for people.
Yeah, although, you know, the reality though is for that period, two-tone was the look.
Yeah.
You know, it's period correct. So, you know, 1981, like, you know, this is what you want. I mean, that's the way I look at it. I think these have been relatively flat for a couple of years. I mean, I'm just thinking, like, I haven't really paid too much attention, but I think these have been pretty much in this kind of like 100 grand range for a while. I may have to subscribe to one of these databases, like every watch. Are you a member of one of those things? Of one of those?
I am.
Oh, do you use every watch?
I do.
Oh, okay. How is it? Is it good?
It's good. It's good. It's useful. It's useful. You know, I don't do what Mr. Miyagi does, but he goes really deep. But no, I use it. It's pretty useful.
Okay. So
I use it for price discovery, basically.
Oh, okay.
You know, because it pulls it from so many different sources, and you can't rely on Chrono 24 solely. You can't rely.
No. That's yeah. Oh, you know what? Actually, I wanted to know, because I was actually going to sign up. I don't know. Like, I don't know if I really want to. Like, am I going to use it that much? I looked. I was trying to find what the prices were for the Ellipse, the 3582. And I saw that they had stuff, but every time I pull it up, they give me the buy screen, so I couldn't like really see the stuff. Can you take a look? Are you logged in?
I'm going on there right now. So Patek Philippe 3582.
I'm just curious. Yeah, I'm gonna get some free data from. I'm gonna get some free data here. Okay. Oh shit! Look at this. We got donations. Look at this. We got major donations. Chaos Fizzle 1999. Okay, there we go. Happy New Year. Thanks for continuing this channel. Well, Chaos, thank you. Thanks to you, and thank you to the Al Thani family of Qatar, the royal family. You and Jay and this.
Yeah, so I have the 3582, and I think this is one of the ones that you have on Down Market, right?
Yeah, with a strap and a buck. How much? What are the auction prices? Like, what is the? Because we want to let Juan and Kino know. We want to let Juan know.
So auction prices, it's going for. 1 second, I'll pull it up. They're all pretty close to like 20 grand. So
Really?
from like 17 to $18,000.
Where did okay? I think I saw some. What's the last sale? Like, what's the last? Like, what's the condition? What kind of condition are they? Are they like? What's the condition? What's the?
I'm just looking at the pictures. The pictures look pretty good. So this
Are
one.
you able to do a screen share or no?
I can try. 1 second.
Okay, let's try. Hang on, let's try. Let's get some free data here.
All right.
From our good friends.
Present. Share screen.
Mousy Hay doesn't like the Nautilus. Wow, I'm shocked.
Can you see the screen?
Yep. Hang on. Okay, there we go. That's you're showing. Okay, that every watch, right?
Yep. 30. It's 3582.
3582. Yeah. Okay. I can't see. It's very small. Can you zoom? How does this work? Like, can you do a high to low, like recent?
Yeah, I did. So I just did low to high. I can do high to low.
High to low. Let's do high to low. Yeah, let's do high to low, or like recent. Let's see recent.
So it's not actually pulling up 3582. So you see
there we
here,
go.
The highest one here is 19953.
Where was that? Can you zoom in on that? Can you zoom in?
October 2025. It says.
Oh, look at this shit. I did a video. I was like, doing a wand video. I was saying, yeah, price, because I saw price of like 17 or 18. So this actually hit.
So this is white gold.
Okay, white gold. Okay, I'm not a fan of the white, but okay. No,
Hey, so Colonel, I'm gonna have to jump because I've got, and actually this one doesn't look like the.
Oh, it's a fake buckle. Forget about. Okay. So 18 grand. Okay, do me a favor. Can you? Okay, one more free data pull.
Sure.
Patek 3732. 3732. Let's just do that. No, not that. Okay. That yeah. The one that's like that. What is it? How much?
So that's 26,000. So
no way.
Price. Let me do price high to low. So, what did I do? Low to high. 1 second.
Okay.
High to low. Okay. I think these are some of the vintage. These are some of the auctions.
Okay. So what are the? The numbers are too small for me to read. Like, what are they?
Yes. So this one, December 2016, Christie's. It sold for 3,000.
Oh, 2016. That's like a life. Yeah.
So this is Antiquorum.
Okay.
This was November of 2024. This sold for $12,848.
Okay, that's close. Okay.
And then this one was secondary market, Goat Luxury. This was October 2025, 26,000. A little over 26,000.
That doesn't make sense. I don't know if that makes any sense.
It says sold. It says sold / removed. So I don't know if it was sold or removed from.
I don't know what the price is. What's the price? So the last auction price is last year.
Yeah. So November of 2024, this sold on Antiquorum, which is a real one. So that one sold for $12,848.
Okay, so I would think, so I'm thinking that today it would be, let's just say, because they picked up, it would probably be like 6 grand more, basically.
Yeah, probably.
6 grand more. Okay, makes sense. Okay. So,
wow, it was a Saddam Hussein.
Oh, is that a Saddam Hussein watch?
I think so. Yeah, Iraqi Eagle. Yeah, Saddam Hussein.
Whoa, how much did that sell for? That's rare.
So this sold for $10,625.
When was this?
April of 2013.
Wow, that's a good buy.
So this one, what they're projecting is in the secondary market, this would go for 26,000. They're saying, but I'll bet you.
Oh, I see. Oh, they got to project. Oh, so they price stuff based off of. Okay, they say from auction. Okay. Oh, they got a lot of data. I may have to get this. Then.
I find it useful. Look, for big ticket purchases, it's not a lot of money to spend to get a little smoke.
You know what it is? I've just been like kind of like I don't know what they have. I don't know what it looks like. So why should I because I hate because I've signed up for so many different things and I forget to unsubscribe, and then like all of a sudden I'm getting like all these bills for like different bullshit.
Yeah,
but this is actually good, nice. This is actually good data. I'm going to get this. This is very useful. I thank you for showing me this thing. This is actually very good.
Yeah, of course. And so this is the Antiquorum one. So this is from last year, November of last year.
Okay.
So this sold for 12,848, and at the time it beat the estimate by 181%. So they estimated it would go at the top end for $5,700, and it beat it quite a bit. So they're projecting. So yeah, what you were saying, I think 8,000. So I mean, they're projecting. Secondary market. This should be around 26 grand.
Wow. Was this with box pay? Was it naked, or would it come with?
Good question. Let me see here. So this came with.
I don't think it makes sense. For this watch, it doesn't.
It just came with a pouch. Yeah.
Oh yeah. For a time-only watch, you don't need the whole thing. You just need.
So yeah, this did not have the box or the papers. So this was Antiquorum.
Yeah, that's fine. Wow, that's crazy. That is cray. That is cray. Wow. Okay, Duke. I want to wish you a happy New Year.
Thank you. Wish you a happy New Year as well. All the best in 2026.
Yeah, the best to you, best to your family. Everything. Whatever. The blessings from heaven should rain down on you.
Thank you, and likewise, same to you, Colonel.
So that you don't have to pay the water bills in California. The rains should hit you. You get from the heavens. Whatever. All right. Okay, Duke, thank you. I'm gonna wrap up. Say thank you to everybody, and we got thank you to our good friend Jay Sussman, new member, Chaos Fizzle, 1999. We're gonna pay the water bill. We got Mousy. Hey, we haven't seen this guy in a long time. Peter Sellers. Remember Peter Sellers?
Yeah. Oh yeah.
Okay, so we talk about, I guess, the Nautilus. Only channel that called the PP rocket ship appreciation. Oh, by the way, we're going to be doing Dude, my New Year's resolution is I'm going to do like Juan and Kino. I'm going to do like multiple variations of the same video. So it's a lot of redundancy. That way we can create low value content in a multiple way and just keep repeating the same thing over and over again. So the new thesis, we got two new theses, okay? The new thesis is this, right? The thesis is delivering alpha, outperforming the basic trend. Watches that deliver alpha versus the beta males of the basic bitch Rolex world, the basic Rolex index. And also, I got a new concept, which is this, right? You got the concept is what is it? Is it better to basically, fuck it. New video will be coming up. Let's leave it as a surprise. It's enough for now. Okay, Duke, thank you again.
Thank you. Take care. Happy New Year.
Happy New Year, and everybody. Thank you, guys.